Yo guys, Ares here, and today we're going to be hosting a little bit of a community here, Discord community. Sorry, just had to drink a little bit of water here. But yeah guys, if you guys do want to join our Discord server, we play up to 15 different games, all for Xbox, PlayStation, and even PC. If you guys want, you guys can go ahead and join right now. Join us, give me some credit, say that I invite you and whatnot. We play Battlefield, Modern Warfare, Black Ops, Destiny 2, Apex, Rainbow Six Siege, Gang Beast, Sea of Thieves, Rust, Splitgate, Minecraft, DayZ, Halo, Vanguard, and Dirty Racing. So if you guys want to join now. And today is, honestly, you guys can definitely join right now. There's no way to set that up, unfortunately, either, unless it's a third-party bot. It always comes as a separate random generated investment. Everyone. Oh, there's a problem. What problem, man? Yeah. Oh my, come on. There we go. There we go, our first one. Oh, never mind, he fucking dipped. Fucking pussy. V water and V water and
Seth got the waves.
oh, come.
Hey, Ross, sauce it up.
Message to the water. Ben. I don't know.
But tonight I'm getting higher. No need to get faded, I don't need to pick a lighter. Running, keep on going till I'm tired. I'm running, never feeling out of place. All I seem to feel is a target on my back that's holding weight. If I'm honest, all my time is running low, but I'll be straight. I got patience with this wait and think I might come up today. Cause there ain't no way to tell about the future and it's funny. When you looking back, acknowledging the past is 2020. How your vision pans and you can answer how you want a buddy. But the fact of all that matters that this time is always money. Got that powder on me iced out, blinging like a lighthouse. Fuck around and have your shorty missing when I bite down. Heading out of sight now, time to catch a flight now. Me and all my dogs is about to get it talking right now.
Yeah, so pretty much it says our gaming community focuses on communication, strategy, teamwork, skill. Come join our AWM server as we play games for Xbox, PS, and PC.
I'm running on my own. I just got a brand new girl saying all my songs are fire. I don't even smoke, but tonight I'm getting higher. No need to get faded, I don't need to pick a lighter. Running, keep on going till I'm tired. I've been moving fast on the gas now. Shorty used the dummy, now she want me, but I'll pass now. We done moving slow, 200 on the dash now. Now I got the proof to back it up, so I'ma brag now. We going crazy, out of control. No kind now, but I've been on the road. I got a level when I'm on the road. They don't mess with, let me back in that mode. Now I'ma turn up, we won't let it, we spinning like donuts. I see them little niggas hate, but so what? They keep us
Oh, jeez.
I'm a star, I will never let them get to me. Way too many steps up in my gas, don't need no sympathy. It's the fact that everybody doubted we still live for me. It's the fact that energies done changed, they wanna sit with me.
Excuse me.
Literally, I kill the beat. It's too easy now, man. Shut up, gonna laying low and getting bread. You know we stacking so the sun up. Mama said you ain't got nothing nice to say, then you should shut up. But the ones that be supporting y'all, the homies, so it's I think that it's time. We gon' blow. Think it's time. I don't know. 17, I got a dream and paparazzi on the
Today I can put our Discord, our Discord, our Discord community focus on.
Sorry, she said, do you miss me, baby? All I said was hardly. You should bring your sister, she could ride me like a
I'll put I'll answer any question. I'll ask her question.
Yeah, I might pull up to your party. Keep a glizzy on me just in case he try to rob me. Perky in my system got me feeling kinda nauseous.
There we go, and done. Now it's gotta show. Ah, come on, bro. Are you guys shitting? Little fucking power. Our Discord focuses on and our Discord.
In case he try to rob me, perky in my system got me feeling kinda nauseous. My bitch way too pretty out here looking like a Barbie. Yeah, a Barbie.
How's that? Our Discord focuses on communication. Xbox, PS. Good enough, right? Alright.
They know I came up from nothing, but I turned nothing to something. And I know that shit, it hurts them because my life is so perfect. And I didn't think it was worth it. And I know I got them lurking. They gonna talk, they gonna hate, but get the fuck up on my face because I'm back and I'm better. I'm shining forever. I shine for my dogs, yeah, we shining together. And I've been winning from that day I started making such a difference. I've been down, but now I'm up. They wanna see you doing bad, bad, bad. They wanna see you doing bad, 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 bad. They wanna see
Okay.
you doing bad, bad, bad. They wanna
I
see
see.
you
So
doing
Tears here, the owner of the AWM server. Well, I'm just honestly very good and sad and happy with the way things in my odds are as well. I make decisions about the same people we discussed and tested like before. Where decisions off experience, not guesses. I actually had things separated more at a time, but we chose to make things smaller and cleaner, more open in regards to organizations, easier in the eyes, and more user-friendly. Okay. Like I get it with people muting the channels, but I mean here's the thing, like it's not. I mean what numbers, because they're bound to come into wait. There's no point in having more channels, people will just mute and ignore. Also, having them in general chat keeps the rest of our members involved, because they are bound to come into general chat and see we have a new member. Bigger chances they will actually welcome in, instead of just ignoring an easily mutable channel. I had the chance and option to separate a while ago when I started the server. I chose not to integrate it to the rest of the community. Then I just made 3 categories, so I'm trying to avoid anymore. Okay, that I do get. The cleanliness and whatnot, you know, I get it. I get it. I really get that shit.
I got a bitch from the bay, told me pull up to a place. She said she won't give me face, yeah. I blow the bass out the rave, but I still feel out of place. I don't think that I'm okay. It's going on and on and on. I can feel nothing. Started feeling anxiety inside of my stomach. Problems keep coming in.
Okay, that's announcements. Here, I'm gonna invite.
Trying to get a crib in every city when I'm at the top. Even when I reach the top, know that I can never stop. Designer on my body from my head to my flip flops. On and on again. It's feeling like this nightmare will never end. The days going on and on and on. I can feel nothing.
I'm always open to ideas, rather be honest, speak my true feeling right off the bat about things that lean you on wasting your time. Anyways, I perform one step at a time. More when I ask, rather when this being offered, because I already have focus on something else. Can't be.
That's fire.
I'm actually intrigued. I'm actually intrigued because I get his point of view, you know, when people start to make their own servers and whatnot. Oh Jesus.
I'm still with the game for sure. Free all my niggas down the road. Just seen the cops had to tuck that pole. A lot of niggas wanna see me go. Like fuck it, I ain't for nothing. After we fucking bitch, better see the dough. And this still hurt my heart right to this
870. Yeah, because oh shit. Oh, boost here. Hey, Tears.
Hola.
Hola. That's that, man. No, no, no. You know, my mind's just like racing, man. Honestly, I just want to be like productive.
Yeah, do you?
Yes, sir. And
Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, so it's just I mean, I don't know if you read what I said, but it's
yeah,
just so like we're
no,
so set in our ways, for lack of a better term, in what we're doing, and at the very least, if an idea is brought, then I bring it to them and it's discussed, and it's kind of, at the very least, it's the majority rules, and at the most we test features on the server and see how it responds. And a lot of these things you mentioned, we've done or had before. Same with my brother Wee Man, we've done and had before, because they're in other servers or they have their own servers.
uh,
But and I respect that, but it's just what I've seen, what we've seen, is everything we do is happily working, if not more to the extent than we would have, figured or wanted. So, it's we've kind of come to the conclusion with each other is, if something works, why change it? Why change a good thing, right?
right. Well, I mean, yeah, right now it is working. But as more people start to join in, that's gonna require more moderation. Not only that, but it's gonna become more packed, and from there you'll need to start
And,
splicing
and and I
certain.
agree with that. So with that being said, is why I'm here, so that we can discuss a few things. You can be open with your discussion, and I can openly tell you either how I feel about it, or if I'll choose to bring that to my moderation team.
And yes,
And
and
that's the fairness I bring to offer. And because with that being said, right there, I agree with you. Like, if we do start getting, like, let's say, your video popped off, or a Reddit post, really popped off, and we start getting a lot of members, it doesn't make sense to have every member notification showing up in the general chat. It does not.
yeah, uh,
But
yeah,
at
but
this
just what?
time, you got to agree, we are still small enough
Yeah,
to at least,
yes, yes.
welcome these guys in and make them feel that more small time home. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yes, that is definitely true. I agree with that. Just one question: for people to join, they have to 'cause I forgot who told me. Uh, it was something about you guys had a bot and people started cussing, and all of a sudden start banning them.
Yeah, okay. So we had that at first because I've initially set us up to be our own separate community server.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Once I realized that, I blocked all the external links and all the things like that, like YouTube or people sharing photos or pictures or anything like that, all my friends, majority of my friends, which were majority of the server, people I've played with for years, were like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? We swear every day together. I can't swear on your fucking server. And, my Aussie buddy, he swears every other fucking word he says. So he's like, I'm not going to be on your server if I can't swear. And so I realized that, that it was a majority of my friends. It was more of a lounge.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I decided to take away, and it was voted, and everybody was happy about it, and they could post whatever they want. But I guaranteed them that eventually that will return
Right.
once we grow more, once we open up more.
Yeah.
But
And,
it's
and
it's where I draw that line. It's where we come to the end of the day, where, let's say, people start saying, like, guys start bringing in, start gaming with their sons and they're younger, or, you know what I mean? And I'm just gonna automatically put it on and tell people, because I'm not gonna have a younger crowd or people's wives or girlfriends or anybody coming in here and just seeing us talking a bunch of crazy shit.
yeah, and regarding about that, is the server going to be like strictly 18 plus, or is it going to allow younger people?
Um, See, that's where I was
Because yeah,
iffy
because depending
at first
depending
as
on that,
well.
it'll depend on the moderation and the bots and everything that will go there.
Yeah, so right now we don't have the moderation for a younger crowd. But at the same time, our youngest guy on here is 14.
Right. Yeah, but pretty much what I
He he
pretty much what I
talks
told
he
them was
talks more vulgar than me and you.
yeah, yeah, but pretty much what I was
Seriously,
saying,
so
like
that's where I
the
kind of
rule can,
go ahead.
yeah, sorry, the rule afterwards, like, because I started telling them that once you know, if people younger start joining and whatnot, and you know, basically it'll ruin for those that are older and like to cuss out and whatnot. It's gonna make it like a bit more complicated for the
Yeah, no, see,
moderation. But
if there was enough.
go ahead.
Oh shit, Cry wants to come in here. I'm gonna
All
choose to
right.
include Cry in this
Yeah, I have
conversation.
no
Are you
problem
okay
with
with that,
cry.
or would you like to
Nah,
separate him from
I
that?
have no problem with that at all.
Okay,
I've played with
so
cry since day one.
I'm gonna let him know what we're gonna talk about first. He can be there for it, not
Yeah,
be interruptive, or he can wait until when I have to talk about him.
yeah.
Okay, Cry, me and Aries are just talking about a few things. So,
Okay, my
if you
bad.
could just, you're welcome to be here and listen because you're more than welcome to be a part of that. But I do want to finish discussing it with them. So, with that being said, unless you feel like you can just, wait patiently, then just go ahead and game, and I'll shoot you an invite when we're ready to talk about what we need to talk about.
Oh no, you're good. I'm just sitting here, getting this new phone set up and shit. So y'all go ahead and do what you're doing.
All right, bro. Then
Right.
just, yeah, if you can, just mute your mic, and I'll give you a shout when we're done. Okay, so yeah, Aries, where I left off, what I was getting at is I did want to invite a smaller crowd. So at that time, let's say, because I go with the flow. I go with that at the time.
Hmm.
So let's say we start getting a younger crowd, and we don't have people off the bat talking really terrible shit in the gen chat anyways, because I'd already, a few people would already be on their ass, kind of,
Or now.
just to be careful on what they say, right? Right now we do, and we try to avoid it, but it happens. It happens. So, but once we did get a younger crowd, and I definitely, any more than fucking 2, 3 of them, or let's say a couple of their friends, and I'd be putting the mod bots back on,
Right. Yeah,
and
cause
that would stay on until we got a certain number of younger crowd. Okay.
I mean,
And at some point, once we got, just let me finish. Once we got 20, 30 of them, of these younger crowd guys, I would possibly start deciding to separate the chats to where none of the younger guys would see any of the things the older guys say and vice versa. But that all comes as it goes, because I don't want to just do all that off the bat, because then it just has all these open categories and channels and things that just go unused. I like to bring them as they go. You know what I mean? We'll moderate, we'll build the bridge as we need the bridge. We don't build it just to have a bridge there. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of how I feel about it in my mind. But I'm definitely open to it. I definitely would like to see a younger
Pretty much-
crowd.
Yeah.
It really scares me of anything creepy happening or someone swearing around fucking a younger guy or something. So I definitely would come to the point where I would separate it, where nobody of our age, besides moderators, where even the moderators might even be separated, where none of the adult moderators would see any of the things the junior moderators see. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I do agree with that, especially because something.
The
I
only
guess
thing,
graphic
like
or
maybe
something
the
like that could end
executive
up happening.
admins or
Yeah.
the owners would be able to see what the junior moderators are seeing, just to make sure nothing crazy's happening over there either.
I mean, in
You know what I
case
mean?
you want to avoid any of that, I mean, you can. Uh, if you were to send anybody a link, they'd of course have to verify that they're over 18. Even if they were to lie, if you want, pretty much this is what I've done to
Yeah, but it's our
plenty.
cover. No, I know, I understand.
Yeah, this is what I've done to like plenty of servers, especially a server of mine called World Community has 876 members. Basically, what it does is, as soon as they join, yes, okay, they see the server, but they don't see any of the channels. You know, they have to verify and accept the terms and conditions before they join. And basically, they have we made a role called non-verified and verified. So basically, me or any of the moderators or interviewers would basically ask them a few questions, and I have a form. I gave them a form that they have to type in, fill out, and it basically gets sent to me, so I can check it out and verify it. But regardless of that, if they get accepted by whoever's being the interviewer, they get verified, and from there it gives them access to the entire server or to the ones that the roles that they're given that they choose. That way, kind of, if you don't want nothing bad to happen, especially with older people and minors, well, obviously that's something I like to take seriously because I'm not gonna let no one do that shit to younger kids. That's
So
something
what are you
that,
saying? Just interview anyone in general, or just the younger crowd, or?
pretty much pretty much the rule is it doesn't matter if they're close friends of yours or anything. I even did it to Cry for a GTA role playing server. I had to interview 'em.
Mm.
So pretty much there's no exclusions. You gotta interview whoever joins and verify them, and then you can give them the role verify. So in case any moderators or whatever is like, is he allowed to be in here? They click on the profile and they see the verified role, and yep, they got interviewed.
Hmm. Well, I think at this point we're far from that.
No, yes,
That's how I feel about
that's
that.
when younger people start joining in. You can
Where
start
where I might bring that
splitting
up
them.
to you again in a few months if we really start growing to that point, or if I feel like I'm worried about that. But at this point, I'm not worried about that. And I got just more things I got to focus on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and apart from growth, are you thinking like that we're gonna grow quickly, or are you wanting to grow slowly?
Well, that's the thing. Like I said, quality over quantity, without having to talk too much. Just for the simple fact that I want people that I can actually game with. I don't just want every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I don't just want anybody that could be in here. I don't just want to flip that switch because that's what I've been trying to do is game with like-minded people. You
Right.
know what I mean? You also got to be open to the way we respect things because a lot of people, if you're not like-minded, then you're not open to game with everybody, and that's what scares me. Because last night I had, because like I told them, most of my friends in real life they're Mexican. I was gaming with one of my Mexican boys, and he dropped a hard ER when I was in the fucking lobby with one of my black boys.
Mm.
And then he took it out of his own will because I was embarrassed to fucking pull him in the party and apologize to him. But see, that's what I mean is he did that on his own doing because he knew I was fucking feeling some way about it. Didn't say anything to him, didn't get upset with him, but he could just tell the vibes. And he did everything all on his own. And that's where I realized it doesn't matter what color your skin is, doesn't matter who you are, what you're raised around. You know what's right from wrong, and you
Common
fucking
sense.
you be a man or you be a grown woman, whatever you want to say, and you set your shit straight. You apologize. You just call yourself out. You say, this is what I did wrong, and I'm sorry for it. I realize it. You know what I mean? That's a like-minded individual to me because at the end of the day, I'm looking for real men and women that we call ourselves after-work mercenaries. Of course, I'd open myself up to a younger crowd, but from right off the start, from the
Right now it's
name,
just 18.
we're advertising to an older crowd.
Right. Yeah.
We're advertising to at least the working class, which to me, where I'm from, is 16 and older.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I'm also like saying like if you want right now the 18 plus like an older crowd, when they join the server at least have them like verify their age with that as soon as they join the server so they can confirm, even though of course obviously they can just change their fucking date of birth. Everybody fucking knows that. But
Yeah.
at least they join, and once you start gaming with them, obviously you'll know by the sound of their voice.
Well, you see what happened is I put that on before,
Uh-huh.
after I started the server, the age verification.
Uh-huh.
So when I put on age verification, suddenly like 40 people out of my 60 people couldn't chat on my server because they realized their Discord wasn't properly verified through an email, or it needed to be re-verified through a cell number that they didn't have anymore. And suddenly those people were either they'd have to start a brand new Discord or they wouldn't be able to chat on my Discord anymore. So I took that away. As I said, everything you mentioned, I've either thought about, have done, have tested, and I realized it was for the best to move on. Do I think it'll be implemented again one day and I'll have to tell everybody, well, hey, you're gonna have to change your Discord or you're gonna have to figure this out? Yes, but at that point I'm not there. We're at a point where the only thing you have to age verify for is the adult channel.
Right, so it's
And
basically
that's
the
respected.
NSFW shit that
Yeah,
they're
because
gonna
it's in our
verify.
rules. It's in my back that you're not supposed to be doing any of that shit anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like cussing, swearing, pornographic stuff, unless in the not safe for work or adult specified channels, which is verified for 18 plus. You got to be 18 plus to get into that channel and see it.
Right.
I could
yeah.
even give you the rule, but unless you're 18 plus verified in Discord, you can't see the channel.
And pretty much about people people joining of based on an advertisement, how would you like that to be?
Really kind of just how everything I explained to you is just, we're looking for, you know, we're open to everybody, but we're basically just looking for an adult crowd, people that are coming home after work. They have that little bit of time, after getting showered up, eating dinner, and putting the kids to bed, and they want to take it seriously. They want to have fun. They just don't want to have a couple of lame games by themselves. You know what I mean? Where you get torn apart by an enemy team because you got no one to talk to, you got no one to communicate with, and then you just realize you're like, what am I doing? And that little bit of time you had was unenjoyed.
Right.
Then boom, you go to sleep. You got to wake up the next day and do your fucking routine again. And where's your enjoyment time? Where's your fun time? And games, it's a lot because some people can't afford to go anywhere. They can't afford to have a guy's night or take their wife out or get a babysitter for the kids, So a little bit of game time and some headset with some friends is nice, and I just want to make sure that we make that good for people. Because for me, you know how lame it is for me just to get on, I go to play Halo, I get eaten alive, my teammates are garbage, and I lose every game, and then I end up playing less, and just kind of going and watching Netflix and just having this miserable feeling, like this unaccomplished feeling. Unsatisfied.
Have you done?
But when I have a night full of Vanguard with we winning all night, 6 guys on a team, man, I go to bed and I'm like, fuck yes. I'm plugging in my fucking headset. I'm like, fuck, gotta make sure this bitch is charged for tomorrow.
You got a wireless headset, okay.
Yeah.
Have you done a bump notification before?
Pardon me?
A bump notification.
For?
Basically, what it does is you can pretty much well, I mean, it's up to you obviously, but it'll be preferred if it's in a different channel called like bump. Basically, what that does is you can set it up where it gives where it adds everybody, and it gives a notification either an hour, within every hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever, and it says type the command bump, and basically what it does is it sends like an advertisement on their website advertising our server, so that it reaches out to more people that are actually looking for gaming community servers there on their website.
So, but it'll tag everyone on our server.
It adds everyone, just notifying that hey, it's time for this, it's time to.
Yeah, right there, that's a red flag for me because I don't like the thought of notifying. Like, I already notify people too much. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's why I
You
said
get
you
to a
can
point,
notify
like,
whenever
just for
you
anybody, like, if somebody gets on a server and all of a sudden they're getting dings from a gaming chat channel, from the gen chat, from the general messages,
spam.
from the weekly stuff. But I'm saying they're already getting spammed.
No, I understand.
You know what I'm
But this
saying?
one
So
you
a
can
lot of
set it
people
to
end up
however long
turning
you
off their
want.
notifications.
You can set it up to 8 hours. You can set it up to 24 hours once a day.
So what do you mean by that, though? Set it up 24 hours.
You can set it up for however long you want. You want it to add everybody, but the thing is that there's a cooldown, obviously.
What if I don't want it to add anybody ever?
I mean, you can
Then
do
it won't work?
You can do it individually if you want.
Well, that's
But
what I'm
the-
saying.
but-
There's no way to advertise our server without adding everybody on our server?
No, that's not what it means.
Oh, okay. I
What it
must
means,
have misunderstood then.
what it means is whenever the cooldown is ready, it adds everyone, yes, but you can put it to not. Basically, what it does is it gives everybody, it basically like an alarm clock. It just tells you, oh, you gotta go to work, or your alarm to go to work, or your alarm for I don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's basically like this. It
Okay.
tells you like it adds basically in the server. In the server of mine, people are actually fucking waiting for the bump to like add everybody. That way, they're the first ones to fucking type !bump, so it can send the notification to that website to advertise our server. That adding us is just to let us know if we want to advertise the server. So basically, here, hold on, me I should do this real quick here.
Yeah, I would need an example because at this point, I fully am just misunderstanding.
I got you.
But but for me, from what I do understand and from what I'm thinking there, what pops in my head is why would we have everybody on our server involved with our advertisement? That's the first thing.
Because
And
everybody
the next
can,
thing,
because like you say in the welcoming page, that way everybody can see and they, they're welcomed. This one is so they can start doing their part to basically invite more people through that website, through that bot. But at the same time, it's like a little competition, see who can fucking type faster, and it's waiting there.
okay.
It's like
I
an
like the thought of that. I like the thought
it's
of
like
getting
a
people involved in
yeah,
a
it's like an
competition.
interactive thing. Here, hold on, let me.
Yeah. I like the interactive thing. I like getting people involved in the means of competition. I just don't know about the means of doing it. You know what I mean? But I'd have to see it be done before I, turn it down. I'd have to see it on a server, see people involved with it. Because I gotta know, you gotta remember the crowd you're appealing to, right? Because we're appealing to a crowd from the start. Because a lot of my core people, they're tired from work. They got a bitchy wife, they got screamy kids, and they want their phone dinging as least as possible because it was even a work to get them on the fucking Discord. A lot of them. So even if I do want to grow, I still want to pay homage and make sure I'm not annoying my core people that were here and helped me start the community.
Personally, I I had Discord muted for a long time before I started getting as active as I am now, because
A lot of people did.
I'll be at work, and that damn thing is constantly going off, and I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck
but
it.
you can
And then I
you can
forget
mute
about
certain
it.
channels, Cry.
Yeah,
You,
but
you
then
can you can
forget
only
about
have
it.
unmuted like what you like or what you want to hear from, but that ends
Mhm.
up not being much. It ends up being like
Yeah.
general chat and the game you like to play. And that's
Yeah.
why I don't want to ruin general chat or any game by overdoing anything or having just one other channel that people are almost guaranteed to end up muting. You know what I mean? That's what I'm afraid of, because then the more people just get frustrated and just mute all or mute the server, then when I do try to get them out to an activity or I am doing a 3v3, nobody ever gets notification until it's over. They're like, oh, I didn't even know I had
Exactly.
notifications turned off. Well, yeah, because they're getting notified by, everybody being welcomed on the server, everybody being playing Call of Duty, all my daily messages, and they're just the weekly schedule, and they're just like, sorry, dude, I just had enough. I was tired of going in and individually turning off notifications. I just clicked mute your server.
Right.
And honestly, I talk from experience, not just guessing, but a lot of people coming into my party and not by me asking, just telling them, I'm just like, how come you're not answering my invites? Oh, I muted the server, dude. Like, it's just ding, 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 ding while I'm at work, ding, 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 ding while I'm trying to talk to my wife, and I can't do it.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, the only way that bot to me would work out is if, like we said, it did have a separate channel, which I did want to avoid. It will be muted, and the only time it'll ever be used or looked at is when people choose to go there. So it'll have to be something that really is worth doing, in my opinion. Like something that people do want to be involved in, and that maybe involves in something they're gonna win, or they can be a part of, or attorney, or you know what I mean? Because if it's just to look, I mean, I could do lots of things. People have been suggesting me lots of things, but I want to make sure that it's voted upon and people are actually going to be interested in it. I got a couple guys, they want to do like a channel for, what was it again? I don't even remember how they put it, but just kind of motivational training for like weight training and stuff like that. There's a few of the boys do weight training. Somebody wanted like a homework fucking thing for people to do homework, and I was already trying to source out like teacher discords that would link directly to ours so you could get help. And you know what I mean? Like, it just ended up where 3 people said they were going to use it, 4 people said they were going to use it, never used it, and it was just another, you know what I mean, homework channel that never got used. So I just really want to be careful. Yeah. A lot of things. We've done a lot of things, man. A lot of things. I thought it was just cool all within itself how, like, you could link the teacher's Discord to ours. As soon as you're in that channel, it's like you're in a different Discord. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely interested in this. What you said there about that. Would you say this bot was, or
The bump. Called bump
yeah, the
notification.
bump? Okay, bump notification. Okay, okay.
Here.
So the only thing I'm worried about is, over notifying people, unless, like you said, I can completely turn that off.
Okay.
And
Vanguard.
what we're bumping up, where it's advertising, or what we're actually getting people involved in. 'Cause I would like that. I would like a daily thing or something where everybody's fucking around on the Discord. I can't make minds of what to do considering the crowd I'm doing it with and for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can barely get these fucking guys for a fucking competitive team. Now that's why I've said to myself, I need the numbers because I got too many people saying, I can't do it this day. I can't do it this day. Well, if all our schedules are so fucked, I'm gonna need to have more people in here so that, and eventually I'm gonna have 6 people that all line up on the same schedule. That's just the bottom line in my head. Where I have 6 people. I don't care where you're from in the world or what you are, what your thing is. Bottom line, are you going to be available at 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern so we can do a raid? Yes, okay. You're coming with me then. So, I'm growing for everybody. I want to grow for everybody's advantage. I don't want to just grow to grow.
Right.
I want to grow and make sure that it comes to your advantage, to Cry's advantage, to my advantage, where people play more of the games I want to play. People come more to your stream, more people on fucking Cry's squad, so where he doesn't have to worry about if someone leaves. He's got so many fucking people coming in, you know? And, at the end of the day, I don't need to over explain it to people in the sense of numbers to Cry, because he now sees and knows that Vanguard sucks by yourself, but when you have a team, any game turns into fun as fuck. You know what I mean? And that's even, we haven't even started map study or training maps yet. And I've already seen like how many lobbies we fucking go into, and we'll maybe lose like fucking a handful of games a night. Dude, you know how many fucking games I lose when I play like every other game? When I play by myself, it's like win one, lose one, win one, lose one, fucking. It's back and forth when I'm by myself, and I fucking hate it. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
pretty
mean
much
to
I'm
go
pretty
a
much
little off
setting
topic.
this spot up here.
I definitely would like more to get people involved. You know what I mean?
I mean,
And
if you
I
kind of do that,
definitely
I
want
mean,
to.
for those that are boosters, you can do like a thanks booster. So everybody can see who's boosting the server.
Yeah,
So
I
so it
actually did have that set up, but it's not working right now.
not
I
working.
think it's either because I need to go change it or because my bot is one of the bots I have a problem with, where I had to always two problems with, where even if they glitch out, where even if you miss a payment by like fucking an hour. I had the same problem with my Minecraft bot or not, no, it wasn't a bot, it was a fucking server. It was the server where um you couldn't even miss a payment. If you missed any payment, it would make you completely restart a brand new server and switch over the subscriptions.
Right.
Yeah. And that was annoying as fuck. Because you know what? There is a lot of payments. It comes to like fucking, I don't know, 120, 100 and something a month. Sometimes I don't make all of them because sometimes it's just, I get paid, when you're self-employed, you get paid when the customer pays you, not bi-weekly.
That is
But it
true.
always gets paid, so. But yeah, I think that's one of my problems why that bot is he's acting up, and because I was
Which
trying to
bot do
add
you
someone
use?
the other day. The bot that would be using for what were you just talking about again?
What?
For the bot notifying for? Oh, every time someone boosts. That would be the Me6 bot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he does me pretty good. I mean, he was annoying at first, but I feel like just any bot, once you get to know them and get to know their quirks, right? Because I have a problem with a few of them. Like, same with my scheduling bot. Like, if I ever change the scheduling, he'll always glitch the first week, and then he'll be fine forever after that. But it is what it is. You know what? Like I said, one thing at a time, right? And how I've been like to tell you how I've been looking at it is there's been a lot of growth.
Right.
So now instead of focusing on growth, I put that on a back burner. I don't stop it. I put it on a back burner, and I bring my broccoli and peas over to the front burner. By broccoli and peas, I mean all my good stuff, all the people that have been here, and all the people that are now here. And I focus on them for a while. I make sure they're comfortable. I make sure they're gaming with people, talking with people, having a good time. And I try to focus in on my members, see who's pulling their weight, and see if I can find anybody to help me moderate. Because if for growth, I want to get ready for the next time. I bring my mashed potatoes on the front burner again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Because I don't want to just keep on focusing on growth, and then I just have a bunch of members that are all over the place, don't know what to do with themselves, haven't met or talked or played with very many people, and just end up being inactive. And I've seen it with so many Discords, and that's why I basically left every other fucking Discord besides the one that I see that are staying positive and growing no matter what happens. Because it just, inactive people, you could say you got 5, 8 to 10,000 members, but it doesn't mean shit to me if so many are inactive. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people, like we might only have fucking 80 members, but a majority of these people are active. If they're not active in one of these chats, even if someone doesn't have it open or have it closed or the role to see it, they're active in my DMs and they're active with me. They'll show up to me, like they won't even reply to me saying I have a tournament, but then they'll show up and I'll be like, "What are you doing here?" And they'll be like, "I thought you said you had a tournament. Am I in or what? Am I playing or not?"
It seems like they changed it because now what's gonna happen on how they change. Why the fuck did they change that? Okay, it says as soon as you type the /bump, it basically says thanks for bumping our server. We'll remind you in 2 hours. So basically, it just adds everyone every 2. Well, actually, it doesn't. I don't know. I don't remember. Because I just fucking set it up, so I have to wait like 2 hours before it fucking sends it. Because, yeah, they just changed it. Now it's 2 hours, so I don't know how it's going to do it. Because before it would send... Let me actually do this. Continue.
She let 100K followers gas her, and now there's only one way to attract her, and that's Hollywood actors, polyhood rappers, NBA cats from the Lakers or Raptors. 25, I didn't get to Aston. It's a good thing it didn't happen. Only way to stop me was to crash it.
Hey, fast puppy. Upload file. So I send it to you. It's basically, that's kind of how it does. Like, it adds everyone, and it's very fucking like brief, very small. Just it's time to bump, and then it says bump our server. But like I said, they changed this, so instead of typing that !debump, they just put /bump. And it basically,
so
and then on the
changed
message on top
that.
it says thanks for bumping our server. We'll remind you in 2 hours, and deleted, or and then whoever bumped the server. And then I kid you not.
Okay, now can you show me like where that takes you, where it bumps it, what you're bumping?
It's called
like...
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Can
basically,
you link me to it? Can I see it? Can I get a video? Can I go look at it? Is Discord a Discord? Is it a website?
yeah, it's a website. Here.
Okay.
Yeah, basically you can search up all sorts of fucking Discord servers. So basically, once you type it, you just put in the language that you're putting it in. You put in like what's it called, like the category of games, like if it's gaming,
Okay, so
strategy,
this is what I
fighting,
needed to see.
all games.
This is what I needed to see for it to click in my brain.
Yeah, and then you can
Is where
put tags. Well, obviously you're gonna be the one setting that up unless you want me to do it, but it's preferably you. But tags, you can put all sorts of tags, so you can put like tagging the games that we play, or you can tag gaming community, uh, AWM, Vanguard, Apex, Destiny
Hmm.
2, and then you put a little description on what we're about, what the server's about, the games that we include and whatnot. Basically, trying to persuade people, and then it gives you a little box to check an NSFW server. So you click on it. That way, it's like must be checked if the server's main theme is NSFW.
Okay. So what is that for? Just like
Just to make
check
sure
to
that's
see.
like an 18 plus, because you know how it shows
Oh,
like
okay.
sexually explicit content.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That way,
Okay.
not just
Yeah,
anybody
no,
joins.
see, that's the thing is like I need to know everything. I need to know like everything you know. So if someone asks me, I can explain it because I can't sound like a dummy with putting on things in my own Discord server. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I need to know every detail, really.
Ugh. Oh, excuse me.
So now that I see this, I got a much better feeling about it. This is what I need to see where you're putting it. If it was a Discord verified site, bot, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And see where it was going, because you kept saying, bump and advertise. And I'm like, where is this going? What are we bumping? Am I gonna be on the Google fucking rating list? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, that's what people are gonna ask me, and they're gonna be like, what do you mean? What are we bumping? What is this separate channel for? And a lot of people, I wouldn't say, how do I say, like, for lack of a better term, like they're not stupid. They're just like their fucking thought process at the end of the day at work, like your brain after work is just like putty. And I know, and a lot of people, they just want to be explained things in layman's terms. They're like, come on, Tears, I'm fucking going on 35s, the kid's screaming in my ear, layman's terms. I'm like, it's to boost our Discord and to make more people want to see it, be on it, advertise it, and get people involved by clicking bump and doing shit. And he's like, oh, okay.
Not only
Like
that, but
that's
yeah, not only that, but there, and, pretty much in every server, there's pretty much like a guarantee that not everybody is, even though they're on Discord, they're not gonna be like, oh, game, game, game. They just wanna chill, just relax, They wanna just have a
yeah,
good time,
and I get that.
And pretty
But
much,
but what's the line drawn between chill, relax, and just kind of being a creeper, just our inactive account? You know what I mean? I don't mind if you're chilling, but I'm looking for activity. You know what I mean? And I want to tell people that
no,
because
I know, but
eventually
they're
I'm
not
going to
gonna
tell my
be.
mods to look over the inactive people and to wipe them.
Well, I mean,
You know what I
obviously,
mean?
you at least just wanna have like a little relaxing time, like.
Oh, I do, and I just wiped recently, so that won't be happening for a long ass motherfucking time. But I don't like to play like it won't. I don't want to bring it up one day like it's never gonna happen. Like I like to get people involved. I try to get them involved, and then I give people last chances. I'm saying, hey, I got a lot of inactive accounts on here. Please, drop a line, say hi, drop a video, share your music, come play with us, anything to show you're active. But if I don't see anything within the next 2 weeks to a month, we will start to remove people. And I just did that recently, like right before you joined the server. So, but that's the type of thing that I like to let people know is I do care about activity, but I'm not going to base it like, oh, if you're not here to game with us every day or every second day or once a week, you're out. That's not what I'm saying. But I can't stress enough that I want the quality. I want people like you and me and Cry over someone that's just going to say hi once or twice and I'll never hear from them again. You know what I mean?
And what about the tickets?
I want friends of friends. Pardon me?
The tickets.
The tickets?
Yeah.
The tickets is a good idea. Before, like I said about the other thing, I don't think we're there yet.
I know, but
the
even in
tickets
small,
would be
yeah.
the closest thing that I would be setting up. It would be the closest thing I'd be to setting up. But
Even in a
for
small
now,
server, somebody's gonna be bound to have a question, especially the newcomers. You know how? Because I've seen how how some of you guys, you Cry, or somebody's like, hey, make sure you add Vanguard, or you type in COD chat. They might have a little question there. That way, you can add a little ticket so that way nobody sees it. You can help them, and then boom, they'll know everything. That way it's not there in general chat or in any other chat that shouldn't be there.
And sorry, my headset cut out there for a second. You're speaking about like if somebody has a personal problem with somebody, or
No, 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 no. Basically, what I said was, how many of you guys, you cry, I think it was Perp2 or Sauce, that some people were typing in general chat when they should be typing in COD, or asking if somebody was on or whatever, or anything, and basically a little ticket in case we have questions about the server or about anybody or anything like that for that matter. Instead of having them type it in general chat or in COD chat or in any chat for that matter, that way it's confidential. Nobody sees what they're asking, so they don't feel embarrassed. You can do a little ticket, that way it only goes, or it only shows to the moderators, or you can have an HR, human resources, like community, something like that, like professional, just trained in customer service and basically dealing with people and just having the patience to do it, and pretty much they'll be able to answer any questions that person may have, and once that's done, then they'll be sad and good to go, and they'll be happy. Because one thing's for sure, that once people start having questions and you instantly tell them what to do, some might not take it as nice, or some might take it as hostile or some shit. But when they have a question and you take them aside and you're helping them out, you're taking the time to help them out, then obviously they're happy and they can give you, like, I don't know, a good review, or they can start sharing it to their friends. So it's basically like a little hustle, basically. That way they can create a
yeah. Well, I
ticket
do
and
like where you're going with that. So my next question would be like, do you have something in mind? Have you something built? Is there a bot, or would I be doing this with something already integrated?
Well, the bot is actually pretty fucking explanatory. It's a ticket tool.
Ticket tool.
Yeah, it's called
Okay,
Ticket
I'll
Tool.
look them up.
Yeah, it's called Ticket Tool. Basically, all you gotta do is just you just gotta create like obviously.
And you're saying this from the corner of just if anybody has any general questions, if it's more of an HR, like if someone has a personal problem with a member, or either or.
Both, because
Both, okay.
who knows what they're going to ask? Who knows? And then if they don't want, if you have a problem with someone, obviously the last thing you want, especially as an owner, the last thing you want is a fight in the middle and have everybody see it.
Mm-hmm.
So you at least want to, in any working environment, when you have a problem with someone, you want to take it to either HR or to one of the supervising managers, because if you deal with it on your own, it's gonna cause some problems.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's good and it's lame because I like bitching people out. Cry knows it.
Yeah, basically the ticket
We
tool.
bitch each other out every day, and then all of a sudden he's like, why you bitching me out, bro?" I'm like, "What's different?"
Yeah, but basically the ticket tool, it's, you can basically put like a separate bracket for support. Just support, any questions. You can have like a channel called frequently asked questions, and that way you type all the questions that people have asked you overall, or most of all, and then boom, instantly you set up you answer those questions already, like an FNA.
Yeah, what type of questions I get on Discord? Why does my bum itch?
And then the ticket, basically they can just go to that channel. It gives them the option to create a ticket, and it sends them. It creates another channel for them and for the moderator, only those that are allowed to see it. And they're able to talk like with one person, like
So
one
it gives
guy.
him a temporary role.
No, it doesn't give them no role. It's just like another separate.
Okay, well,
private
here's what I'll
channel with
give
them.
to you right now. Is like I learned from experience. So I'm going to take this. I have it pulled up on the website right now. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to read everything about it, and I'm probably going to add it to the Discord.
So pretty much
Done.
like one experience that I had, which I think I actually have it here typed. This somebody created a ticket, and it tells them like, support will be with you shortly. To close this ticket, please react with the little lock symbol that says close. And I said, how may I help? He's like, could you help me get into a GTA server? I'm like, you will have to go through an interview server and training process before you're able to go through. Everyone has to go through the same process. That way, everybody knows what to do. He's like, okay, how long will it take? And I'm like, well, it depends on your department. You will have to wait for a scheduled time and date. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. Thanks. And then they close the ticket. And once they close the ticket, you can either
Fuck, I'd be like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
They can either close they can either close the ticket themselves, or if you ask, oh, is that it? That's all you need? Yep. Then you can also close the ticket yourself. Either of you two can close the ticket. So in case that person created a ticket, just testing that out, you know, like see how it fucking works, they can close it.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, like I said, I'll read up on it, and yeah, good to go. Good suggestion.
I mean,
Next.
actually trying to take a. I'm actually going to take a fucking screenshot here for you.
Or do we need to take a 5-minute break? I'm just kidding.
Oh no, fucking. Cry knows that once I fucking start saying my mind into it, don't matter how long it fucking takes, I will stay there and do it.
And I'm happy about it, man. All I know is I learned from my experience over the past with Discords and communities that I just want to be careful. I want to be safe.
Yeah.
I want to take things slow, one at a time, and if anybody doesn't like that, well, that's where I'm going to get frustrated, because that's where it goes against what my original idea was.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's, like I said, when it's just been working for me, so I don't know what else to say. No one's going to change my mind when something's been working for me. And you know what working for me is also includes taking other people's suggestions, not just doing everything I want to do. That's been working for me. But not taking everyone's suggestions and just following my heart, to where when my heart and my gut and my mind says me no, you know, not to just beat around the bush, but to let that person know right away and why, and to be honest about it, because, you know, I don't want anybody wasting their time or fucking, you know, thinking I'm going to use their idea or thinking I'm going to make them apart when I'm not. Everything, you know, I know Cry knows from experience. Everything I told him I was going to do from the start. I remember telling Cry when I was going to do all this, like, just fucking... You know, I'm sure he just kind of chuckled, you know, even at first when I did it, you know, doing his own thing. And then he's starting to realize, he's like, holy fuck, Tears is really doing this.
Yeah. So pretty much like
Wasn't lying.
how I shared to you my frequently asked questions that people have asked me is like, how many members are in the main server? And like the answers vary. However, LSRP does its best to maintain the steady flow of members. What platform is LSP based on? Currently, we're gathering the player base for PS4 and Xbox. How old do I have to join? Our age limit will remain anonymous to prevent applicants from lying in their interview. How do I get an interview?
Okay.
Please make sure you're constantly checking interview announcements for upcoming interviews and so on.
If I can say something, earlier
Go
you
ahead.
guys were talking about food. Now, you were putting in layman's terms. So the way I look at how things are going right now is, think of it like a roast. A roast, you want to, you know, you're going to marinate it. You got to put your rub on it and all this and that. You got to work hard in order to get it ready to be cooked. But once you do all that hard work, once you get all that hard work done, then that's when you have to be patient and let everything come together before you get it out and get ready to do more work in order to enjoy everything. Right
That's
now,
right,
the way
that's
Tears was saying it, right now, we just threw this roast inside the slow cooker, and we got, you know, it takes like 7-8 hours for that bitch to cook. Right now, we are in the
It's time to
damn-
base it, you know, like...
yeah.
We got to be basting every couple hours. We got to be, you know what I mean? This is what I was going to say tonight, where I was going to speak of our announcements, Cry, but at the same time, I didn't want to rush it, because we do need that downtime where everybody's just playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just enjoying that time together. And then right around that time, everybody starts getting bored or doesn't know what to do or doesn't know what direction we're going. We give them direction.
Basically,
We give them
yeah,
a reason to be there.
that, and you know how I set up and making a post, and whenever they join the party, I ask them like a few questions. I'm actually trying to create a forum questionnaire just to verify their not only their age but what their interests are in the games and what they expect and if they have any questions. Because
I do like the sounds of all that, definitely.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
just...
because one thing I did was when I joined, before I even made my own GTA role playing server. I joined in one, and basically what happened was, you know, the I pretty much started, just as a verified person once they asked me the questions. After that, excuse me. After that, I basically became a role as an interviewer in training. Then I became an interviewer, and I made my way up to interviewing manager. And then from there on, I started going on to the moderators. Then I made my way up to human resources, and then I went all the way up to head administrator. And then finally, for the Xbox, I became head of Xbox. So basically, doesn't matter what I'm doing or where I am, I always do what I can to basically improve the quality, not the quantity, the quality for everyone equally. Because
Yeah.
God knows that what I fucking do is have a whole lot of goddamn pages for everybody, no matter how stupid they are.
Yeah, and me, see, I came from having none. Where I used to watch over 800 people, specifically in COD, from all over the world. And if I didn't have time to be nice to people, I just
people
didn't
can
have
say
time.
whatever they fucking want of me or do whatever they want. I could give a rat's ass.
That's the thing, but you know what? I feel the same thing, but I remember like hearing it like 80 times a day. You know what I mean? And it gets you, and that's where I think more
That
like
is why I have my voice
where
changer.
where I gotta stop handling things. Where I agree with you, or if I did, it's privately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If
Handled
if
over a
it's if
ticket,
it's
or
if
like
it's
your
private,
ticket's handled by a private moderator, where you don't even know who's handling your ticket, and it's handled legitimately, where I can look back and I shouldn't even know who's talking. You know what I mean?
well, I
Oh,
mean,
look at the way he's
like I
typing.
said,
That's guaranteed. That's cry.
if
Guaranteed. That's
yeah,
tears. I don't want to be able to. I want everybody to be handling the tickets the same.
yeah, because here, yeah, regarding about that, right there, what you were talking about. Like I said,
Yep.
once
Go
the
ahead.
conversations ended, once whatever they were asking, any concerns that they had, once it's been solved and dealt with, the ticket gets deleted confidential blah blah blah. Fucking word. Confidentially. Just
Confidentiality.
confidentiality. There you go. Basically, just
Gotcha.
privacy. It. Think of it as lawyering. It's just their
Now, see, that worries me all within itself because, like, you can already turn off the ability to, like, have private people messaging you. So I don't want any fucked up tickets going on to where I can't refer back to them.
I mean, if you want to see them, then the only option would be to not delete them. But like I said, even the one who
But you know what I'm
created the
saying? Like,
ticket.
what if someone says something fucked up happened and I can't refer to it? What if
Well,
somebody said,
obvious.
"Oh, in my
Well,
ticket, somebody sweared at me," or
well, obviously you'll need to have someone, and I'm speaking by experience. That's why you need to have someone who can screen record or can take screenshots as soon as they
But
start.
see, that's also yeah.
Because one thing that I also did is I had a channel for the staff as a channel called Evidence. So basically, whatever they have there, if you want everything filed, the person before whoever is going to be dealing with that person in the ticket, they gotta at least be screen recording or taking screenshots before they even enter in it, and as they're talking. That way they can have it before they gets deleted, and then from there they can just send it to the evidence channel and done. You have a file there. You have it
Yeah.
saved.
Yeah.
Because not only that, but
Well, but that you gotta admit, yeah.
But
Oh no, it just seems like if it's not all like automated and doing itself, it's a lot more extra work for right now. It's such a small server. That's just what it comes back to at that point. We don't really need it right now to begin with at all. So unless all that was all automated, that's just more work on the mods that they already fucking got on them, right? So, but it's definitely a good idea for once we grow a bit more. Because fuck, you know, it's gonna get to that point eventually where we have no choice. It's like what I said, where welcoming people in the gen chat. It's gonna get to the point where there's just no choice. It's gonna be a constant in and out of members. Obviously, we can't have it fucking blowing up the gen chat. So like your ideas are great. It's just for a matter of me when they should be implemented, and also keeping in mind not only the size of our server, but what else is going on in the server at the time. What else we're already doing behind the scenes to make sure I'm not overwhelming any of my moderators.
If you do want proof for the ticket, if you want more proof for the ticket, here's another thing. Once whoever clicks close, it gives you the option to reopen it, to delete it, or transcript. Do you know what that does?
I can't remember at this moment.
So transcript, once you select it, it gives you a direct transcript, a link. You click on it, and it sends you basically what it does. It's think of it like a receipt. Just as a clear receipt of what they talked about since the ticket was opened. So whoever is doing that ticket, whichever moderator, HR, whatever is doing that ticket, as soon as they close it, they can click on transcript, click on the direct link, and boom, it shows it there.
Okay. So, but only the person that opened it, is that what you're saying, can do that?
What?
Only the person that opened the ticket can do that? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, so pretty much whoever closes, it always sends a transcript.
Okay, so what if you don't close it? So what if the other person closes it, not my mod?
It still sends a transcript.
So the transcript I can open and I can read over the file.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, look.
You're making it sound like I couldn't do that at first. So I just didn't know I don't know what's what anymore.
Never save the best parts. Save the best parts for last.
See, and that's what you see throughout the day too, Cry, is that like you see the excitement of people waiting. And that's why I've always liked to stick and try to really pry on those scheduled times. I don't know if you're even there right now, Cry. Nope, I'm talking to air. Okay, got you. But anyways, go ahead, Aries. Okay, let's see here.
This one. Fuck.
Okay, so see, I needed to see this because you made it sound like this wasn't available to do.
Find this.
So it's private, but if someone complains or says something, I can refer back. But
Oop,
that's what I
sent
needed
the
because
wrong
I
one. Sent the wrong one.
Oh, you did?
No. I meant no, different one. Hold on.
Oh, the second one you sent the wrong one. I was like, man, all right.
No, it's this one. This one. Yep, it's. Oh, damn! Come on. There we go. So you see right there, that guy closed it. It said ticket closed by Adam 2041 2143. But it still gives you the options: transcript, open, and delete. As soon as you click on transcript, it gives you like a little notification, like a little another message below it that says uh, direct transcript. And once you click on that, it sends you it just sends you to a link. And
And that link opens what we just looked at.
yes.
Okay, that's what I needed to know.
And it
Okay,
does
so I
and
like
it,
the idea.
and it
It's
doesn't matter
just,
if they choose delete as long as you click on transcript and direct transcript, because basically the deletion, it deletes within, I don't know, like 5 seconds. It deletes like
sorry.
5 seconds, so you have enough time to click on the link. Because as soon as you click on direct transcript, it just sends you to a link, and it doesn't matter if the ticket's been deleted, as long as you have the link to it, as long as you clicked on it and sent you there, you got it. You can just copy and paste.
All right.
That's pretty much why tickets have been created, to have not only a private conversation between someone, but if they have any questions, concerns, so nobody has, so there's no hard feelings or any problems. But not only that, it keeps a file, because obviously, if you talk to an HR in a working environment, they gotta keep a file. They gotta have something of what you guys talked about.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll definitely look into that. Well, thank you. That's another good suggestion.
And like I said,
Have that all pulled
the
up.
server is small. We don't gotta do this. But I'm basically just I like to I'm an overthinker. I'm an overthinker, and I like to have contingency plans for contingency plans for any
Mhm.
for any scenario, because one thing I don't like is to be unprepared.
Yeah, same.
I mean, that's pretty much how I got my part-time supervisor manager at work.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing is I like to be prepared as well because it's no other feeling than having the ability to bring people together and then you know having that unorganized bullshit and just falling apart just because you didn't know what to do with it, right? And people do it time and time again too with with
You-
music and everything. They'll have a one-hit wonder, they'll make money, and they won't have a good PR team, and they'll fucking be broke in no time.
Yep. One breaks down over stress and pressure.
That's the thing is everybody wants to do their own thing. Nobody wants to support nowadays, and I understand that. I try to tell people I know that falls under me too, but that's the thing is no matter how much I tried to support, I was overlooked, and I only wanted the best for anything that was willing to hire me, have me around. Period. Especially if I liked it there. Why wouldn't I give my all? Especially if you make somewhere happy for me and a good place for me, like no matter, I'm talking about, real life work, gaming servers. You know what I mean? If you make it a happy place for me, I'm gonna give you my fucking 110%, not a problem. Because I know lots of times where fucking going to work was just hell. Even getting on the games was hell, where it was just work every time I got on. Work, 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 work. I never got to actually enjoy myself.
Yeah, I feel you.
So,
There are times where I get.
everybody.
There are times where I rarely get pissed. Like, yeah, sure, I scream and yell, but that's not mad. That's just annoyed. That's just being annoyed, not actually legitimate mad. When I get mad, even my own boss don't wanna deal with me. He just gives me time to just chill, cool down.
Yeah, it was basically me today. Where I had to take a deep breath, mixing me every morning.
No one. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a stupid idea, but one funny thing we can do every so often, every blue moon or whatever, have a little karaoke night.
That's the last thing I thought you were gonna say.
Hey, can I have some music and just start fucking, I don't know, drink or something, and start singing. Basically,
do it
just meet everyone. It brings the whole group together. See who.
See, what I wanted to do was like a weekly podcast type thing
Uh-huh.
where we talked about like what goes on in the server, what we've been doing, and like just topics that were pre-thought about, like maybe things going on in the world, maybe a little bit of in the gaming world, and then maybe just what we plan to do, how we feel about certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why not? And just I'll pay to put it on anywhere. I'll pay to put it on Apple Music, Google Play, all that shit, anything we want, or just have a Discord podcast, blow it up on Discord. I don't care. But I think it'd be popping. I think it'd be lit because I know a lot of people that would take it very seriously. You know, I could have a lot of guest appearances. And maybe we could do a little bit of what you're saying too. We could interview people and talk about what they're doing, what they do. Maybe ask about if they anything they want to advertise, their Twitch, their YouTube, their TikTok. You know what I mean? Ask what their aspirations are, what they plan to do, whatever, and maybe invite them on, giving their own opinion on the topic we might be talking about.
Right. I mean, it does. It does sound nice because not every day you're expected to be on and play. Every so often you just want to, I don't know, just have a beer and just talk.
Yeah. You know how many times where, like, let's say I ended up having a host for the podcast and I got home from work and I just didn't want to game, and I guarantee, like, if that podcast was going on, I'd be there listening to it. I guarantee it. I would, because it'd be of my peers, of my friends, to see what they'd be laughing about today. And then, like, it'd be Cry maybe talking to you. And you may say you're talking about like that Will Smith slap and like what his brother did on stage or what his mom did, or like a year later or something. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, that reminded me of that one guy in Search and Destroy tonight in that voice kill when you killed him. He's like, my mom. You know what I mean? And I actually get a vibe of being there and hanging out with you guys, even though I missed it or I wasn't there for the lobby here. And I get to laugh, and I think, fuck, man, that sounds funny as hell, man. I wish I was.
I wouldn't mind talking about Cry's secret admirer. I swear to
He's
God.
not even here, so it's not even fun. It's like kicking a dead puppy.
Yeah, no, bro. There's this chick, just when we were playing a match on the enemy team, every round, I kid you not, every fucking round, all you hear is cry, this and that, crying, like, oh my God, dude, like, Jesus Christ.
Can I tell you something that I'd like to focus on with the whole thought of that being out there?
Yeah.
And you say you like to focus on things. Well, here's one thing I'm going to generally ask for your help in.
Okay.
And I don't want to do any flip decisions, but this is a general thing I'd like to help.
Okay.
So I'm just going to say I have a lot of solid members.
Uh-huh.
A lot of them are male. I have very, very few female. And I feel like the more I build, the more it's going to be male dominant, and the more hard it's going to be to get more females in here. And I'd be happy to pay homage to them, and ladies' night where where none of us can even game with them or fucking blast or Twitch, whatever. But I would like them to be on and involved on the Discord. I'd like it not to be personally and a moderator man to man. I'd like it to not be such a sausage fest.
Right.
But personally out and about, I'd like people to know that we're open to everybody, and I feel like if somebody were to come around and they'd say, well, you don't really seem like you're open to female gamers, you guys are quite vulgar, and you don't have very many females, and they'd be right. Wouldn't know what to say to that. I'd be stuck. I'd be like, you're right.
Well, I mean, I get that point, honestly. I do get it. But one thing is for certain, that if we were to do that, like especially like an advertisement for just, females, girls to come in, it can't be a guy doing that. It's gotta be, we gotta find somebody, because obviously if a guy does that, it's gonna be
that definitely was
creepy,
I wasn't
or
even
just
thinking you were gonna say
just
that.
desperate.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not just looking for any type of girl. I'm just looking for women in general. And I know, like, there's a lot of like dominant women that they'll not let no man, they don't care how many men they're around or fucking, and I don't mind it whether you're girly girl or about the homies. I just in general, I want that more welcome feeling, but no one's ever gonna feel that welcome if it's just completely guys everywhere. Or there is females, but they're even to the point where they don't want to say anything because it's constantly guy talk. It's guy this, guy that, guy all the time.
Well,
So I don't know, but it's definitely something that I generally honestly want help with. I don't just want to bring, the amount of women in just in general. I mean, I do, but
well,
at the end
yeah,
of the
because if
day, I
we
don't
just
want it
bring
to
in one
be
or
like
two,
that.
they could be alienated.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. But how do I go about that? How do I go about that where, you know?
Well, I mean, basically, one of the best options. Of course, there's many, but the best option would be is if one of us were to have a friend that's a girl, then obviously if she has friends of her own, and we convince her to join us,
Well, see, that's where
once
it
we
just comes
can,
word of mouth and just building
yeah,
friendship. But
exactly.
that's where I come down to, like, the reason why I haven't focused on it too much is because my only defense is a lot of gamer girls, they do find their crowd and they're with them. You know what I mean? Or they end up being friends or family friends. You know what I mean? They don't out themselves that much with other gamer crowds because they know it's a male dominated, community. Um, And another thing is I found like a lot of women, they're just not interested. They have a very stuck up point of view. They're not willing to be a part of this. They're not, I don't, I get an either or, either they're with somebody or and I don't know how to change going about that, how to open it up, how to make it where this may be a place where a female would like to hang out. I
It
don't
will
because
be
I'm not
tricky.
one.
Be very tricky
Yeah.
because you want to make sure you word your words right. You don't want to sound too creepy, but you don't want to sound too
Well, see,
nice.
that's the thing too, because the more women you bring in, the more somebody's offended factor brings in. And I hate to say it like that, but it's true.
Yeah.
I have very little people that try to bring up anything, really. And if they do, they bring it up to me right in Gen Chat and call me out. They're like, "Hey, Tears, you little bitch. You left me in Publix last night by myself." I could have started a ticket, but I figured I'd just call you out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like if we were to bring women in, yeah, that would bring more diversity. All I'm thinking right now is who in our server would be little.
Like my thing is like, how would I make them want to come naturally, where we wouldn't look desperate or we wouldn't be on the prowl just for women to be a part of our gaming server?
I
How would
mean,
I just make them come willingly? And I think you started off with a good thing, saying if we did have an advertisement, we should have a girl's voice at the very least.
not only that, but
Tears, one problem we're having with it is, dude, is our community tends to be toxic towards women. And that's the cold hard truth. Every time we've been in pubs with females,
Yeah.
our community is toxic about it.
I mean,
I
basically,
mean,
you
they're
just gotta find
toxic
a
to
bad
me.
bitch,
I
really.
like at first I'm
No, I
like, hey
understand
baby,
that.
and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden they're all like, fuck you, go fuck yourself. I'm like, well then go
It's
die, you fat bitch.
it's
Yeah.
because of
What do you
that
want
right
me
there.
to say to
Because you
her? I
said,
love
"Hey,
you.
baby." No, it's because you come off sexually. That's women. Women who play games want to be seen as a gamer,
I talk like that
as
in real
one of the
life, guys.
boys.
I mean,
I'm just telling you how it is. I
the,
mean, that's the way they look
I
at it.
guess the other way would be basically in any game if we want to get females in here for any game or for a specific game, you just
Tears
gotta
should be blocked from using audio. I know.
you just gotta be lucky enough to
It
be
was
in their
inevitable.
team and just basically be good and win, and then just try to convince them to keep playing with you. Play a few rounds, so then they start getting used to you, and then from there you can tell them like, hey, you want to join our Discord and whatnot. Like,
I've
guess
had that a bunch of times, and every time where it actually went legitimately, and it'll like at the very least it ended with, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm already a part of a team," or you know what I mean. So And I never have anything to say
You
past
gotta
that
be a
because
hustler,
usually
man.
for the guys, I know, but for the guys, I hustle because I know what they like, right? I'm not lying. Like I do tournaments, like we're gonna have giveaways, you know, like anything I say, it's true. But then to a woman, I don't know what's gonna bring her in. I'm like, we give away free women's clothes. We have makeup night.
Just
You
send him
know,
to
like
cry. He'll just want to sleep with them.
we paint each other's toes. Send him to cry. Send
Hey,
him
I
to
have a
cry,
way
and they'll
with
forever
women.
just quit video games.
You say that, but
Eames is his Tinder.
No, no, I know, because I see Cry. He actually does end up hanging with a lot of women, but you telling me right there, Cry. Look, that woman. I think I remember her, the one we gamed with the other night, from when we gamed with like Clan v
and she
Clan a while ago on
recognized
Search
me.
and Destroy. Yeah, the one that recognized you.
The one
And
that
it's like
Mm-hmm.
even she was with the crew, so she see like even if like you were friendly and we weren't fucking him up or whatever the fuck happened. She still would have been like, no, I'm okay. I'm already with, my boyfriend, my guys, you know what I mean? Like, they seem pretty set in their ways at that point.
Yeah.
But I've even had a girl recently, she came and left, right? She didn't even roll with her boyfriend's crew. She liked it more here, but then because nobody was really playing with her too much, she left. And I realized it's not only thing, like, there was nothing for her to really get involved in. And it was more a little vulgar to the female community. So, I'm thinking, like, I just don't know how to go about it. Like, turn the bot on and turn it on for anything against women. Like, I don't know.
Well. Hmm. So
I would need to start somewhere, at least with some, like a female moderator or a female to bring her friends in. A female gamer. It can't just be a female.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but obviously, you wanna make sure you can trust them.
Yeah. That's another thing, too. I can't have them fucking dicking around. I can't even say dicking around. Vagina-ing around. Fuck.
I mean, some of
never
them
gonna be good
are,
with this.
some of them are like,
They're problematic. I'm definitely, like, if I brought more females in, that ticket thing would be fucking coming a lot sooner than fucking...
God damn. Decent.
But I honestly would like it, even starting anywhere, even like I said, like quality over quantity. I've had a couple girls and they're like, well, they even tell me straight up, well, it seems like it's a really male-dominated community. I'm like, well, nobody here under my watch will say anything offensive to you in any way, shape, or form, ever make you feel uncomfortable here. And I already give everybody the general impression of that from the first place. But I also want like-minded individuals, and that ends up being like a lot of kind of, more, I don't even know how to say it, more like just tomboyish type broads that can put up with a man, tell him to fuck off, put him in his place real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
There's women like that out there. Not every woman's a girly girl. He loves pink. Like that's what I'm getting at. Like I'm just looking for women, period, to fucking even out the playing field. I'm not looking for a fucking girly girl pink dress where I'm gonna be constantly worried about everybody flirting with her or her fucking, telling me Cry whipped his dick out and send him a pic or whatever. Meanwhile, she
he
actually
will.
asked for it. I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like women are the type where I don't know what happened. That's where I'm not good with dealing with those situations.
Dude, like, I mean, another thing you can try to do is basically look for the LFGs and just, looking for group posts and just see which one's a girl and just play with them for a bit, gain their trust, I guess, and then afterwards, if they're
Gain their
fitting with,
trust and
then you can try to.
take him to a back alley somewhere and invite him to my kid's birthday party.
That's where you get. And we're tearing it up right now. Search and Destroy. We got Perp, Gum Gum, Beast, and Flash in here. Training's technically started, and it's nowhere near time. You gotta love it.
I was trying to say that when you weren't here, okay? And focus on this for a second because this is important. I want you to hear this.
Hmm?
And get ready to finish your last game because I'm also going to want to move over and talk to you before practice starts.
Okay. Oh, well,
But what I'm
let's
about to
get
say
just
is
ended.
that the reason why I flex schedules because you see how people are just eager throughout the day.
Yeah.
That's all from experience. That's why I do that.
Hmm.
Where it'll get to the point where we'll extend practice or have multiple lobbies open at a time. How we do it will come upon us at that time. But for now, it builds our activity on the Discord server and gets people talking and excited.
Yeah.
Where they're excited to play. That's what they're literally saying. Now you got me fucking excited for those 2 hours that we have scheduled. Where
Oh
they're
no,
playing before.
every night. Yeah.
But that's why I mean the scheduled time means so much to me that why we're paying attention to it, why we're taking attendance, why we're seeing who's there, why we're staying, who stays for the allotted time. Because everybody says they want to do it and they're going to be there, but who actually is there and who actually stays?
Yeah.
Those are the people who will end up being a part of the squad and who will end up being, possibly competing with us.
Yeah. And
Um,
also, to be
yeah,
straight
go
up
ahead.
honest with you, I was looking forward to training when I woke up that day, and every part of me thought that it was Sunday. I meant Monday, and that we had training. I was like, "Fuck yeah, getting on
Oh,
with the
okay, okay.
boys."
Well, that's just the thing. I don't want to overwhelm people, and that's what I'm afraid of too, because I know it's happened for you. It's happened for me. Overwhelmed is easy. It's just muting a server. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? People generally they come with the server unmuted, and they'll keep it unmuted unless we over fucking notify them, unless we over at them, unless we're over involving them, and they just get annoyed. You got to make them look forward and want those notifications. And
Yeah.
that's why a lot of the things me and Aries was talking about tonight came into play and why I appreciated and listened because I needed more things to get people involved. Why I'm going to look into these things. So now I have people involved. You got to keep them involved. Just like you were saying, now it's in the oven. I got to watch it. Because if I don't, I'm going to burn it. I'm going to overcook it or I'm going to undercook it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's got to be perfect. So everything that we're doing in this time matters. Like it may feel like just nothing, but it matters. So even there's things I was thinking about announcing with you tonight that we might hold back just because I want to see everybody be happy in their position, gradual, comfortable, making sure we have a solid team and see where we're at in maybe a week or two. And then at that time we can maybe more fit your squad, see who's fitting, put some ranks out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just make some happy announcements for now that we're moving forward and just making sure everybody knowing that we're doing things. We're not just gaming, we're doing things in the background, making decisions.
Yeah. We are.
It's gonna be the same thing, Aries. Once Cry's done his game, I'm gonna have some time to talk with Cry. If you want to stay for that, you can. It's gonna be more squad and COD related.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you're more than welcome to. Okay. So Cry, just let me know when your game's done, and yeah, we'll go about it.
Yes, sir. We're on Baga right now.
So if you want to let the guys know too, just so you're not ditching. I mean, I just want to
Oh
play
yeah, let me.
privately where you're not distracted in any way, shape, or form playing the game. This is going to be important.
He
Right? I
just went
really
in
want to
game
go
chat.
over there. Oh, okay.
I'm actually going
I gotta
to...
go to the washroom.
Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
yeah, do your thing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna message Perp to invite the other guy Sack to the clan. If he wants to join it. Shit.
Hey, cheers.
He went to the restroom.
Okay.
Did you see the fucking clip that I put on the clips?
No. What was
Clips
it
and
of?
highlights. What I did for them to rage quit.
Bet that was good.
Watch it, dude. It's fucking hilarious. It has our voices
I
too, because
will hear
I
after
pulled it from
this.
stream. What's that? Oh fuck, dude. Piece of stuff to cover.
Okay. Alright, you back?
I talked to Perp. He's doing his training right now. He's already taking screenshots and everything. He's gonna keep track of his time.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go over
I
it with him
know.
again too, but
Yeah.
It's just something that I talked about, but yeah.
Because that's
Bottom
not
line,
really
the bottom
considered
line is
training.
they can do whatever, but you know, I only care from an hour from now. At 6 my time. What is it? 8 years because you're central.
We're
It's
7:07.
Yeah, it's 7.
Right now it's 7 or 7's the
Yeah.
practice time. Okay.
7:07. That's what time it is.
Okay. So 8's your practice time. Okay. So
Whoa.
I don't. From 8 to 10, that's when I care about.
Yeah.
That's our scheduled time. And I know it's a little late for you. It's a little late for Eastern too, and I know that. But any earlier, and then we're not catching the Pacific people
Yeah.
from work.
Because he said he wasn't gonna be on. He wasn't gonna be able to get on later tonight, which is why he was doing it.
Yeah. Well, that's fine because all in all, you know, this is COD. He's a commanding officer in Destiny.
Yeah. So in all reality, he didn't even.
So
really
take
have to
everything he's
come.
saying with a grain of salt.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
But he is still, you know, your peer commanding officer, and he is still an admin. So
Yeah.
don't disrespect
know
him in
that.
any way. Just make sure that you know you let him know. Say, okay, I respect what you said, but Tears let me know that he's more specified for these 2 hours that we have scheduled for practice and sticking with the schedule. I know it's annoying. I know. I always hated it too. But now I learned the hard way. Am I going to detail every single person every time they're curious? Well, no. But just trust that I learned that sticking with the schedule and taking your stats from there on who's there and for how long is how I'll build my schedule for the future. So I know you know all that.
Even back in the day, it was the old on the OG.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know. I understand that.
If it ever comes to where you're on one-on-one with him again, don't take it out. You know, don't go out of your way to
In a
fucking go
party,
bring him in a lobby.
in game,
Create a ticket.
like we're in a
And be
game.
like, oh,
we're-
just
we're
so
in a
you know,
full-
yeah, we just avoid any confrontation, anything like that.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna go into the game right now and just try to be like, hey bro, what you're doing is not alright. You know, Tier said this and that. I mean, if anything, just
Okay,
honestly,
so for
you
me,
should
here's
probably
how I'll
do
put it. Here's how I'll put it. So I care about. Well, see, that's the thing. I need it to come from someone else because just like everybody, I'm always bitching at Perp. And to him, he just sees it as helping out. But to me, I see it as, well, you know, here's right where you're complaining to me all the time you want to grow Destiny. We're literally growing it for you, and then you're coming over to COD, and then you're giving me a practice. Like doing Cry's job, what he's there for is not helping me in any way, shape, or form, especially when you're not doing it the way I asked Cry to do it.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it, because it's just when things start going and just doing their own thing, then where's our structure? What am I doing?
Because when
Because
he said
things
that,
that, yeah, go ahead.
he's told people. I mean, now people think, hey, well,
I know they
I don't
do
wanna
because I
play
just got a
later
message
tonight.
from fucking Beast Mode saying can't make practice, but here's my log.
exactly. And
So,
that's
but
what's
here's what
gonna
I
fuck
wanted to
everything
go.
up.
Here's what I wanted to say. With that being said, okay, you can keep a log. Like everybody has a right to keep a log of who was there, and who they were hanging out with. That's cool. And if you can't make practice, and you made it earlier in the day, don't you think that should be liable for something?
It should, but the whole point of training, it's not, oh, I played for 2 hours today. That was training. No,
That's right. So it comes down
it's a team
to
fundamental. It's you're playing with your team.
This showing the structure here is just giving a taste of how structured it would be in the competitive teams. I'm telling you, if I pay for a team on MLG and you're not there and you said you're going to be there, it's going to be a 1 strike, 2 strike, you're out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play games with that. So that's why I give people a taste of it now, because we're trying to build a squad that's active on Call of Duty. If you're not active, then that's why I'm thinking of separating the chats, so where we have a squad chat and a Call of Duty for the people that are too inactive to fucking be with the squad, but active enough to where they deserve to be able to tag and say, hey, can I play with someone? Has someone got a spare spot for me? And they deserve to play. So, but here's what I'll say to that. So beast mode, he took his attendance, okay? That's cool. So if he can't make it for practice tonight, which he always says he can't and does anyways, but whatever. If he can't make it for practice tonight, you can count him for practice because he took his pictures. He's showing effort. You got to reward it somehow.
Oh, I know. I understand that. And where I would
But let
go
me
with
tell you
that
right
is-
now, anybody else is not held in that practice attendance. It doesn't matter unless every single person is sending that individually is like their fucking doctor's note, which I don't want to start happening, and that's why I don't like to start okaying things for certain people.
Yeah.
But it's your squad. Okay, so these are things that you're gonna have to put across. The most I can do for you is I can have a little chat with Perp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that puts in their head, you know, oh, as long as I put in 2 hours, you know, I'm good and I can go hop on with Billy Fuck over here. But with Beast, being that he's always there, you know, he's always on with us. You know, if he can't make a practice, okay, you know, and you know he tried. I'll give that to him. It is what it is, but you know that's shit that can't keep happening, you know.
So yeah, so it's Perp. He's on right now or no?
Yeah, he's on. Perp.
I don't know if he's got his game bar.
Yeah,
on.
he's in my game right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, he must not have his game bar on.
What do you mean?
Oh, for Xbox, because he's on PC.
Oh yeah. You should be able to shoot him an Xbox party and he'll see it and join.
Yeah, I
Is he-
did. He's not, so either he's starting his Xbox game bar up, or he just doesn't have it on, so he's not getting notification.
Want me to holler at him real quick?
Yeah, just do that. Yeah, let's just get this over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm snipping the bud while it's happening. Meanwhile, you guys are playing COD and I'm pulling everybody into a fucking party. How long until you're done that game, Cry? We're supposed to be focusing on a meeting here.
I think he loaded into another game while you guys were talking.
Motherfucker.
Can't even put his full concentration.
He gives it sometimes. As long as there's
Alright, I'll
other
let him know.
concentrations on the game. Okay, so, Cry, I thought you were
I
supposed to be
think-
done that game. We're supposed to be focusing on a meeting here.
I think Purpose gonna get in
I
trouble.
told you it's 5-2. 2v2,
Oh, okay.
we're up 5. They're,
Okay,
they have
okay,
2.
okay, okay.
Yeah, if anything, I believe Purp
I was
might
like,
get
fuck,
in
that's a
trouble,
long game, bro.
but I don't know what's going on, to be honest. I think.
So what'd you let him know? Just to start up his
he's
game bar and join
Purpose
the party?
commanding officer for Destiny 2, and
I just asked him if
Christ
he could join
commanding
our party
officer
real
for
quick.
Vanguard,
And
which would
let's
make
holla at
sense.
him.
But
Who else is he in the game
I don't
with?
know.
Oh, dude, we
See
got a
what will
full
happen.
lobby. It's Beast, Perp,
Shit.
Gum, Cinder, me, and Flash.
Okay, okay. Actually,
just-
for this Aries, if Perp joins the party, I'm gonna ask you to leave.
Yeah, no worries,
I'm
man.
honestly hoping everybody here.
Just
isn't-
temporarily, anyways.
No, it's
I'm
okay.
hoping they're not all accounting this as their their training.
No, okay, so well, that's what I'm saying. So we're just gonna clear this up with Perp. So just let me
Yeah.
talk, Cry, and then we'll clear it
Yeah,
up, and
I
then we'll feel free for you to get to
Like you said,
discuss amongst each other.
He's above me and all this and that, and I respect that.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, like you
Yeah,
said, it's my
there's-
squad, and I'm trying to get shit set
Yeah,
up
no,
right. I
no.
don't need
We're
Last thing I
trying,
need
we're
is for
trying
them
to, we're
thinking,
trying to build this
yeah.
chain of command. I understand.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
In a command is important. I agree.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You know, Call of Duty guys. You know, if they're my squad,
But
they
you know,
report to me,
you know,
and,
what's going on here?
It's
Oh, you said
5-3
make
right
party
now.
joinable. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking go join his party.
You want to invite me to it, or
Is he alone?
I mean,
here, I'm shooting him an invite to it right now.
no, it doesn't matter. It's obviously
Oh,
I've shot him
oh.
invites. It's not working.
Oh, okay.
I also got to make my party fucking joinable. I just don't like doing that, but whatever. Fuck, I'm doing it here. One per. Otherwise, he doesn't get an invite. Cause he's on game bar. Bo. So we're gonna
He's
accept
playing?
that.
I'm spectating him play right now, and I saw him shake his head no twice, and then put a thumbs down. I'm not sure if he was trying to talk to me or not.
Just mute your mics, please, while I chat with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, Perk?
What's up?
I just wanted to nip in the bud real quick that I was previously very forward with Cry when I had a meeting with him the other night about how I wanted him to run practices, and because he was announcing that practice like just anytime he would get on, right? And we're like, oh, practice lobby, or before. And I told him that I really wanted to specify times for a certain reason. For one, to stick with our structure, right? Stick with our schedule that we built. And for two, because when people like because a bunch of people say in COD chat, I'm sure you see, and Destiny, like a lot of people say they'll show up. Oh, I'll be there, and then only like a handful will actually be there or stay the whole time. So I'm basing my stats, and yes, I use a third-party website, through how long people choose to stay for the scheduled time that we set, and who stays from start to finish, who actually said they're going to be there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So those are the times that I'm stressing for people to be there, because that's how I'm basing my stats on. And that's not saying in any way, shape, or form giving anybody shit or saying I don't want you guys playing beforehand, because I love to see you all playing, love to see you all talking. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't want it to be referred to as practice, or you know what I mean? I don't want it to be thought to. I don't want people to be taking attendance beforehand, with the only exception that since Beast Mode said he couldn't be there, he took his own couple of pictures. So if someone can't be there, obviously Beast Mode was there with you guys today playing. I'm not just gonna uninclude him from attendance. I won't leave somebody out like that. He deserves to be there. But I don't want to start accounting everybody like that, because then it'll kind of
nobody will show
avoid
up to
them from being.
practice.
Thank you. So I don't know how to come across, because I'm always a dickhead to everybody. I just love to nip things in the bud right away, and I think Ares was just explaining that to me, why I got to go through someone else besides myself for a ticket, because I just always seem like an asshole, or I seem like I'm coming off, what's the word, Ares? Like I'm coming off, I don't know, just intense on people.
Stern?
When really I just aggressive, stern, and I just have a plan. And the only defense I have for myself is, if you see it working already, just trust me. Because, I want practice to be longer. I want it to account for more, but I want to start small, because I realize if you say, oh, practice is going to be 3 hours long, everybody's like, ugh. But if you say if it's only going to be an hour or 45 minutes, people are like, that's it? And I like to see more people wanting an encore, wanting to stay longer, instead of just being tired and done with it and can't wait to get offline. So that's what I'm shooting for, trying to find that perfect minimum and making sure people enjoy it a lot first and are craving it, because in the middle of the day, that's all I see. People like even fucking Flash. He's like, no, you got me wanting and waiting for fucking practice. Like other people saying, I can't wait for tonight. The excitement, the popularity and activity it brings to the Discord. I want all of it. And yes, 2 hours is a very short time. It's terribly short, and I hate it's only 2 hours. But we always go longer than that, and even I look forward to those 2 hours. So with that being said, just because I was so stern to Cry about it, and then I guess Cry just mentioned it to me because he said that we're regarding to his practice, and I'm even getting messages from Beast Mode saying, here, I can't make my practice. So with that exception, I wanted to say I accept that from him, but I just until it's like 40 minutes from now is when I have set practice time. Those are the 2 hours I care about. Those are the 2 hours I want to be most important. Everybody's like, hey, can't wait to see you tonight for those 2 hours. If you hang out before or after then, fuck yes. But I just want those 2 hours to be our special time. Because just for the simple fact, when we start doing map study and stuff too, no matter how much fun we're having, how much fun we're shit talking people, when it comes map study time for those 2 hours, it's time to mute your mic, shut up, pay attention, and learn. And I need people to know that those 2 hours are special. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you're picking up what I'm putting down. You're a smart man. So it was just kind of, for me, I didn't want to be going over Cry's head after bitching him out like I do everybody.
Yeah.
And I was just bitching him out for, calling other times he was getting together with people practice. So I just want to make sure nobody else is doing that. So I should have had a meeting with all of you. I'm learning that now, because now I have to explain to another higher up or a mod what I explained to one of our higher officers. So from now on, yes, now I'm learning why I can't miss my meeting nights, and maybe why we should be all having maybe a bog meeting with everybody, and then maybe just a separate officer meeting as well, so we can all touch a base on what's happening. So with that being said, I hope I didn't come off as an asshole or annoying as I usually do. I try my best not to, but I'm just lazy, so I just spit everything out as it comes out in my mind. Yeah, but I'm not going to keep you guys anymore. If you guys want to finish your game, go ahead. Cry. Other than that, if you're going to hop out anyways, I had a few more things right before practice I wanted to talk to you about, just regarding your squad. Other than that, yeah, I will be there for practice, so I'm excited.
Can I add a little tidbit to that?
Yes, of course you can.
So instead of saying that allotting, 1 hour or 3 hours to practice, just, and like summer camp for sports, right? You don't just show up whenever you want, or you have to show up for 5 hours. It's just, hey, we're going to do these drills. We're going to be running it from 1 to 5 p.m. Show up when you can make it, run through the drills, go home type stuff. If you stay late or you show up early, awesome, right? Instead of saying they have to be there for the whole time, if we can get map study for like an hour, but you have a 4-hour slot.
With that being said, would you include that and still respect those allotted 2 hours? Because I love that idea and I would implement that, but I need to still have you open to the thought of respecting that, because my squad building is why I'm still thinking of separating it from just the Call of Duty chat. Because when I'm building a squad, I plan to have guys that are lightly getting the gist of what's going to be happening once we go to a competitive team. And once we try out and we're having competitive practice, because it will be a lot more strict, and it will be, you have to be there for that allotted hour or 2 hours when I have other grown men and women waiting for you. I'm not going to make anybody look like a fool or be tired from work, or just because one guy's got a headache, everybody fucking gets, oh, nope, sorry, not doing it tonight. You know what I mean? Pop a fucking Advil and fucking stick with your time. Yeah. I just, like, the getting togethers is what I wanted to leave open for the fun. The 2 hours is what I wanted everybody to know where I wanted to take seriously, where, yeah, we may be gaming for it for now, but eventually those are going to be map study 2 hours. Those are going to be call out practice 2 hours. Those are two very different things to me. They might sound the same to you guys, but they're very different for me. There's so many things we need to pick up on, and I don't want everybody to think, like, when we're doing drills, like you say, Perp, like you say, hey, it's Perp Diesel here, I'm going to be running drills in this front. I don't want it to seem like work. I want it to be more of the fun thing. And I want them to keep in mind that, okay, I get to go have that fun, but those 2 hours are still going to be that learning time. And it's just because that's still that structure. I'm just lightly bringing them, getting them ready for, because once we do a competitive team, if I pay for a team to be on MLG ladders, I'm not going to be fucking around. People didn't do it with me. I got easily kicked off a team. If people are going to be trying out and saving all this time and working their ass off, I'm not going to be having them on a team where people are going to be late and fucking around and pissing around while other people are there ready to go. So it's going to be a lot more strict. I can't bring that out of nowhere. I got to give them an idea what that feels like with the squad, because it's what we're working towards. There's people that I've seen that played like ass and could even get 1 kill that are suddenly playing on competitive teams with me one day. And that's what I choose to do, is help to improve everybody. That's what I hope to do. So with that being said, it's going to be very hard to deter me away from that solid 2 hours. But I would love to implement, you know, instead of calling it practice, like, yeah, if you want to get on early, actually calling it something, actually saying, hey, we're going to be running drills and practicing our call outs, seeing how you guys talk. I'm going to be seeing how you guys, if you guys are just yelling out how aggravated you are, like, oh, fuck, he's upstairs. That couple milliseconds of yelling, oh, fuck, got you killed. We want to hear clear. We want to hear the call out. That's what you want to be yelling upstairs. You know, that should be your swear word, is the call out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I want to get people to focus on, but I just don't want to overwhelm them with thinking that's always what we're doing. Okay, so the 2 hours was even pushing it for me. I was even just going to do an hour. But no matter what, it's what I've always worked good with. It's what I've seen a younger generation what works good with. And what I see older people that get bored work good with is structure. Knowing that something certain is going to happen at that given time. And throughout the day, anything else can happen. It's open to each or whatever. So I didn't mean to overtalk you there, Perp, but how do you feel with that being said?
I mean, it's fine. I understand the purpose.
Okay, and then the only other thing I could say is if you really are interested in what you were saying, we can implement people and stating what you said, where anytime someone does start a lobby, and we can maybe focus it towards more something. But I just want to keep that light feeling that we're all just hanging out still, because everybody's got that really fun vibe about them. And I like that, like where we can be silly and fun and laugh and joke around and still win. You know, but it's got to get to a point where somebody's like, okay, we got to start fucking around. Like, if a game's going bad, right?
Yeah.
We got to start chirping call-outs and fucking, you know. And actually, here's another thing that a lot of people don't do. They'll call them out, like, they'll shoot. I'll see some people, they'll shoot. They'll get in gunfire, and they'll call them out once they're dead. Because they're like a deer in headlights. They're like, he's in front of me, he's behind me, he's at the bomb site. When they're dead. But how about calling out the person the second you see them and then opening fire? You know what I'm saying? And there's things that they may be small to some people, but if we could just turn our focus to one of those and then have people running drills, that even, how do I say it? It makes me interested to want to come out to see how good I am at it, because I know I'm not very good at it either. That's just the truth. Sometimes people surprise me. Sometimes it feels like the hit registration's not there, or like every time I aim at certain point at someone's head and I get a hit with an MP40, and the one time I'm right beside them and there's not even a hit marker. And yeah, you're gonna get a what out of me because I didn't know what just happened. And then I go check my latency and I'm like, oh, okay. But the basic thing is that I want to be keeping both vibes, where structure, a little bit of work, lots of fun, but both are still very much there. And then the only thing I'll say from that is, you know, that's what I realized. I need something to base it off of, because just going around trying to build a schedule randomly or some stuff off I like, or trying to ask every individual person, it's not gonna work. You got to actually get out there and see what people are playing and vibing with, and see what you could actually has a lot of potential. Well, I've seen a lot of people vibing and loving Destiny and a lot of potential in its future. And I see a lot of potential in Vanguard, even though no one was playing it. And now we're hitting hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the only things that have ever really worked for me, no matter what's in between, is that little bit of structure and that lot of fun factor. And you know what's a lot fucking harder is getting that fun factor. Making people want to be here and want to be active. And we got it right now. It's just about keeping the momentum. That's the only thing I'm worried about, and that's what I'm looking for in any way, shape, or form. How to keep the momentum. And what I was just asking Aries, how to bring a more female members or female touch into the community without it being a fucking sausage fest or everybody macking on a bunch of girly girls. You know what I mean? And where we're gonna go with our future, where it's not just stale standing in the water with Cry and just going up and playing games every day. I'm waiting until that moment everybody starts feeling like they're getting bored, and then we're gonna give them a bit more to do. But for now, lots of fun, a little bit of structure. I hope everybody can agree with that. I don't want to be like a dictator, but it's working, and I don't want to fuck with a good thing. Yeah, with that being said, Perp, I think I've chirped your ear off enough. Enjoy your games, and I will see you at practice. Aries,
what time is that?
half an hour from now, 28 minutes to be exact.
So 7 o'clock my time.
7 o'clock, yeah, so you're central, okay. So 7, it goes for 2 hours, and those are just the special hours, the ones I care most about. And then I also like, when you have things like that, Perp, like let's say you ever decide to do an event or something special, you can take those 2 hours. You can ask me, or if Cry, you can ask me to use those 2 hours. And you know what I can guarantee you? So many people will be there for those 2 hours because I'll have those stats. But that's what I need. If we ever extend that to 3 hours or more times a week, that's fine. But for now, this is what I'm starting with. I need at least a couple weeks to roll with before I see, you know, how much more we grow and who's all showing up.
Interesting.
Take a big sip of water there. I was a thirsty bitch. Much talking. But yeah, feel free to enjoy your game, Perp. You're welcome to stay here as well. You know, you're one of the higher ups. I'm just going to be having some little chats about Cry, the announcements I was hoping he would make with the squad soon. That was about it.
I'm just gonna play for right now. I'll be there at
Hey.
practice.
Enjoy yourself, my friend. Thank you.
Do my best.
Will do. I don't know if he said doing my best or giving my best.
Is
misheard him now.
the practice only for the moderators, or can anybody be in it?
Is what?
The practice.
No, the practice is for everybody.
Oh, okay, good. Cause
Preferably for you know, anybody that wants to show up, preferably not with the moderators there. So preferably not with me there, not with Perp there, not with Refers Flash there.
yeah.
You know, because they're taking up spots for other members. So
Okay, gotcha.
you know, but am I going to turn someone down from gaming? They, you know, all the mods, you know, they're also COs in Destiny, and they seen everybody having fun over here, and they wanted to join in. Who am I to say no? It's like, fuck, everybody's having a good time. They're fucking, I'm getting hits on my phone for Vanguard every fucking 20 minutes. I wanted to play. I felt like I was missing something.
Yeah, last
Like, if
night
that
was
ever
fun.
wasn't the fucking truth. So, Pryor, are you still in the game? No, now he's pooping.
He's muted. He's not in a game, but he's still muted.
Cry the pooping pixie. You see me having Cries back there? Usually that would happen behind the scenes. And then Cries like, why are you always so mean to me? I'm like, why am I always having your back? That's what I'm wondering. Why am I mean? What do you mean? That's the worst that happens to you? I'm a little mean? Fuck you. Hello? Oh, scared the fuck out of me. My door just opened by itself. It just opened and I turned around real fast. I'm like, hello? To like nobody.
He just made us way to your places.
Yeah, see, Perp, and to each their own is how everybody is too. Like Perp, you know, like he's another guy I'm always ragging on, but I see it like that. But that's the thing is like, of course I'm always having conversing with him, ragging on him, and going back and forth with him because he's one of my moderators. I
You
try
gotta
to
keep up
remind
to
him. I'm
date.
like, of course we're gonna be back and forth all the time. Of course we're gonna disagree on things. It's bound to happen. Yes.
Oh, Cry just changed his name. God damn, Cry.
Okay, Cry. Is Cry back?
No, but he changed his name on Discord just to Cry.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Nobody needs to have a AWM before their fucking name on Discord. I realized this morning. Like, everybody knows we're all part of AWM. You have to.
If you
Be on
can
the
name
Discord to
mine
rep it.
AresCLX, like my first name exactly how it is, Ares, and then capital CLX. Would be a big favor.
That's what you want yours to be?
Yeah.
Well, Cry couldn't do it because he had to re-verify his account. You should be able to change your own name. Your nickname, at least. Or were you just asking me for a favor in general?
Well, I mean, I can't change it.
I can change. It's right in front of me.
Yeah,
Thank
because
you.
I don't have permission to change my nickname on the server.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a.
I forgot I took that permission away because people are changing their name to like Big Daddy D.
I understand.
Yeah, that had to go.
Usually, what I would say, especially for gaming servers, is ask them either to change their nickname to their gaming profile, their username, or
Well, see, that's what I asked too,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like, and most of us know each other. And most of us know
Well, those
that a
that
majority
join,
of the
you
people
know.
that I do give you the nickname, like, majority of the people that I'm giving the nickname is people that you know and that have AWM before their name.
What,
You know,
what's- yeah.
or they have their Xbox or account connected to
Ow.
Discord so you can see it.
Ow. Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's going to be your exact tag because people need to find you, and I'm not going to do that.
True.
You got your Xbox there, so people can easily find you if they look. So your nickname can be whatever you want as long as it's not offensive.
Yeah.
And so you wanted it.
I mean, I have
Ares CLX.
Ares, a capitalized lowercase res, and then all caps CLX.
Okay, so that's it. Just
Yeah.
no space or anything in between. Or?
All together.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my brand name. There we go. Perfect.
See, and that's another thing too. Is like one guy came in here. He's like, "Oh, he just wanted to take a look around, right?"
Ah,
And I let him because I know him and he runs another server.
just to get an idea. Yeah.
And he's like, "I just love the way you do things. I just want to learn to run my server like you one day." Hasn't said anything in the server, and just starts flexing his fucking Twitch in my Twitch chat. And I'm thinking to myself, how long am I gonna let this fly? You know what I mean? Before I just make a stream team roll, and unless you're part of that team, you can't fucking. I like people to be able to flex their Twitch, but you also got to remember, like, if it gets to a point where big numbers, and I'm just flexing every Tom, Dick, and Harry that has one viewer on Twitch, you know, people are gonna get annoyed with those notifications pretty quick, don't you think?
Yeah. As you know, but the only way would be, as soon as somebody goes live, basically on the stream go live, if you can you know, have the bot basically just announce that somebody is live and nobody can type in that would be simpler instead of everybody fucking spamming it, you know. So that way
that's the thing is, originally it was a place that anybody could share it, and then I got the ability afterwards where the bot could, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I added people to the stream team if I found they regularly streamed, or if they what was the other thing, or if they just did a lot for the community, you know what I mean? Like I reward things, and if somebody, you know, I said anything you want, and they said, well, I'd like to flex my Twitch on your stream, and they've been doing things, why wouldn't I give them the ability to be a part of the stream team, where the bot does it for you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like to stream every so often.
Otherwise, anybody's free to share it there because it doesn't at anyone. So it goes by people's want to go look who's streaming. But if you never said a fucking word in my Discord, don't be advertising your fucking Twitch. You know what I mean?
Tell me
I don't
about
know.
it.
Everybody knows I'm an asshole, but they still hang out. So even women say it, and they're like, "You're an asshole." I'm like, "Okay, well, would you rather a liar, a cheater, or an asshole?" And they're like, "None of them." I'm like, "Well, let me tell you, you're getting one out of the three, baby." Cry, you better not be fucking rushing me because you just disappeared again after I was sitting here waiting to talk to you. Then you're interrupting me while I'm talking to Aries. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So since we have such little time, Aries, I will ask you to leave the party, please, if you can, buddy. I'm gonna go over a few things with the Cry. I want it to be very quick, prompt, and specific.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
And it was great talking with you. Thank you for bringing those things up to me today, and I will look into them, and we will be talking about them more in the future. You
All
have
right.
my word.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to
All
it.
right, thank you for your time, my friend. I appreciate it.
I'll see a magic trick first. It's gonna say that you kicked me. Ready? That probably is like a little sus, to be honest. Just what? uh, alright. You play several games. Or just you play several games. DM me for a link. I'll answer questions. I need to see the spacing. it has. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dead. Okay. Our Discord focuses on communication strategy, teamwork. Here's the thing, I would put the advertisement basically in need of a woman's touch, just to have diversity in the server, but at the same time, it don't feel right, to be honest. It don't really feel right. It feels weird. I hate it. It feels odd. I don't know what to do. I mean, would I put in need of a woman's touch, looking for women too fucking weird? It's girls welcome. Ladies welcome. Fly hard, lady. Welcome. It feels weird, to be honest. It feels super fucking weird posting that shit, but I don't know. Babe, if you're seeing this, don't fucking worry. It blame Tears, alright? Blame Tears. He's the one that's asking me for it to advertise this shit. So don't worry. Don't worry about a thing. uh Oni XSA underscore Lion 17.9 Apex Black Ops Halo Mercenary. No result. What about in general chat? Nothing. He has what again? Apex Black Ops Halo. Yes, nothing. This boy got nothing. "12-hour stream tournament fight with honor might have flavor response to chat." Huh. He's barely in 3 hours into it. And oh. Ow. I will be right back, guys. I gotta. What the fuck? I gotta. Oh. I'll be right back.
I'm moving slow. I should call it a day and go home. I'ma pop one more pill for the road. Shorty say, please don't leave me alone. It's a front man, I already know. New money, blue honey, all on me. Bad bitch with me looks like Kalani. Together forever if only. I can't trust a soul, niggas fake, bitches phony. Watch your back, man, watch your enemies closely. Even more than that, the ones that say they your home. Put on the perfect act, these niggas deserve a Tony. Been on my own for a while, so I don't mind being lonely. Bitch, I'm a boss, yeah, I got shots Tony. Just ask around, man, I got stretched like I'm Tony. I don't say too much, I prefer to stay low key. I swear life is a game, I play a bitch like I'm Sony. They told me I was a lame. my feels, yeah, they rotting my brain. Hennessy, wash all my thoughts down the drain. That's just success, I make a bitch kiss my rollie. Haters die when you win, so I'm moving slow. I should call it a day and go home. I'ma pop one more pills for the road. Shorty say, please don't leave me alone. It's a front man, I already know. New money, blue honey, it's all on me. Bad bitch with me looks like Kalani. Together forever if only. I can't trust a soul, niggas fake, bitches phony. Watch your back, man, watch your enemies closely. Even more than that, the ones that say they your homie. Put on the perfect act, these niggas deserve a Tony. Been on my own for a while, so I don't mind being lonely. Bitch, I'm a boss, yeah, I got sauce, rigatoni. Just ask around, man, I got stretch like I'm Tony. I don't say too much, I prefer to stay low-key. I swear life is a game, I play a bitch like I'm Sony. They told me I was a lame, cause I ain't moved the same. I didn't want a shame, look at what I became. I ain't gon' point the blame, I ain't gon' say no names. I'ma shoot before I aim, I'ma make her say my name. Pills heal my feels, yeah, they rotting my brain. Hennessy, wash all my thoughts down the drain. That's just success, I make a bitch kiss my rollie. Haters die when you win, so I'ma kill them all slowly.
Do you still love me? Honestly, I don't want none of that fake shit. Hate this, you dummy, making fun of me. Ugly, I don't wanna pay. Love me, honestly, I don't want none of that fake shit. Hate this, you dummy, making fun of me. Ugly, I don't wanna pay. I'm so sick of this game we play. Don't dumb me like it's fucking too. Love me, honestly, you dummy, making fun of me. This here a down bad anthem. If you ain't shit, put your motherfucking hands up, yeah. 2 times for the bitches online, yeah. 3 times for the motherfuckers that like them. Good luck, homie. She gon' rip your heart out and have a lunch on it, yeah. And told her friends you never fucked on it. I know how it feels, shit it sucks, don't it? 1 a.m. I've been scrolling since 6. My DM still drier than a bitch. Text came through like sorry was with him. What? Goddamn, I guess that's what it is. Love me, honestly, I don't want none of that fake shit. Hate this, you dummy, making fun of me. Ugly, I don't wanna pay. Love me, honestly, I don't want none of that fake shit. Hate this, you dummy, making fun of me. Ugly, I don't wanna pay. I'm so sick of this game we play. Don't dumb me like it's fucking too. Love me, honestly, you dummy, making fun of me. I look like a bitch right now. My friends saw me get kicked off. Please come get your shit right now, cause I just made a hit right now. Ooh, hear the tears, damn you wanna cry now. Down bad when you see me from the crowd. Is this what you meant when you told me you was down? This here a down bad anthem. If you ain't shit, put your motherfucking hands up, yeah. And you ain't shit, so keep 'em up there. Like my pick, I know it sucks, yeah. Love me, honestly, I don't want none of that fake shit. Hate this, you dummy, making fun of me. Ugly, I don't wanna pay. Love me, honestly, I don't want none of that fake shit. Hate this, you dummy, making fun of me. Ugly, I don't wanna pay. I'm so sick of this game we play. Don't dumb me like it's fucking too. Love me, honestly, you dummy, making fun of me.
DiCaprio. Bruce scrape the sky, so my thoughts in a parallel. Neon spy when you stuck on the carousel. Order around, now she falling in love. We still unfinished, I can't get enough. Having the upper hand feel like a glove. Ingrained in the style, I've been looking for new to call my own. Can't do this all alone. Ever luminous, my future look, I knew it all along. Something new to call my own. Can't do this all alone. This music play a part of us, I knew it all along. Too long I've been going through the motions, in love with the potion. I scribble the notes cause I'm stuck on this notion that cause and effect end up causing commotion. I pass on the wisdom, still puff on the odor. Put gas in the motor, I move with a motive. Like Lucky, my friend, stuff my pocket with quotas. Don't stick to the script, they won't never stop scrolling. If it don't make waves, don't mean shit to a showman. I should've known, I should've known. Been all around the world, but don't know it feel as good as home. In due time, don't you tell me that I took too long. Hung up on the line, sing the hook, what I hooked you on. Search no further, shorty, I got what you looking for. Plus you got the angel cake, an angel, what I took you for. But of course, better than your ex, I came across. Better than your next, golden boy, we the best in Boston. Can't do this all alone. I'll take you around the world. I'll take you around the world. Can't do this all alone. Never thought
Shout out my boys, man, we paved the way. Rolled with the punches like a crashing wave. To the haters that think they special, I can't see you from the higher level. Does that close your eyes and fall asleep? I got you in a headlock. Visit you inside your dreams, you'll see me at the tip top. Nightmare to your team, now your album's about to flip flop. Saving all my green, I'm raining singles down like drip drop. Drip, drip, don't you ever give me lip. They try to put me in a tomb, I just pop right out the crib. I came in like Sonic Boom, meet your doom. Take the lick, a dozen rappers in a room, and all 12 are getting hit. See me robbing rappers like it's Gotham. He's too tough to stop him. These rappers on the rise, I guess it's up to me to drop them. This that bump it in your car. No, I don't shoot for the stars, I shoot for the highest bidder. My advance is rather large, show the labels what it costs. Cut the check or get lost. You begin when I win. I'm 50 Cent, mixed with Nas. All I made was a cause, all they gave was applause and a grave. All my enemies, now welcome to my TED Talk. Shout out my boys, man, we paved the way. Rolled with the punches like a crashing wave. To the haters that think they special, I can't see you from the higher level. Higher level, higher level. These mountains that you climb kinda start to look like pebbles, Higher levels, we on higher levels. All these things that you flex ain't the things that make you special. Higher levels. Big talk, you loud mouth, I take the beat and I chow down. Feast all up in the booth, the studio like a powwow. Just count down till I blow. Fired up like pyro. You act dumb to go viral, but you only ever the sideshow. Like, hey, you can never take me out. I keep taking different routes. Copycats keep trying to switch it, but they missing all the clout. Every day I deal with doubt. I just rap what I'm about. All the haters I defy, double size my account. I just count the profit, keep on making comments. We get it poppin', got your girl talking my favorite topic. She know I rock it, not your average Joe, my life exotic. And you're just jealous, you don't got it. Got me way up in the skyline. Won't be phased, I'm on my grind. Higher levels, you won't see me till I fly by. Day by day, I keep picking up the pace. Middle finger to the ones who acting fake, big mistake. Shout out my boys, man, we paved the way. Rolled with the punches like a crashing wave. To the haters that think they special, I can't see you from the higher level. Higher level, higher level. These mountains that you climb kinda start to look like pebbles, Higher levels, we on higher levels. All these things that you flex ain't the things that make you special. Higher levels. You don't know about the hours, you don't know about the minutes. You don't know about the blood, the sweat, the tears that I put in it. I've been living like a hero, they've been calling me a villain. Haven't pocketed a dime, even though I made a killing. You don't know about the hours, you don't know about the minutes. You don't know about the blood and sweat and tears that I put in it. I've been living like a hero, they've been calling me a villain. Haven't pocketed a dime, even though I made a killing. Look at the obstacles we overcame. Can't take the picture, we're inside the frame. And to the haters that
special. I can't see you from a higher level, higher level, higher, higher levels. These mountains that you climb kinda start to look like pebbles, yeah. Higher levels, we on higher levels. No, this that crazy spot where your angels turn to devils. Higher levels. So I gotta leave my feelings on a shelf right now while I work for better wealth and pray for better health. Been drowning in my thoughts, distorted reality. All these evil thoughts distort my reality. I'ma sing away the pain and trying to kill the devil away, so he won't live to see another day. He won't be in my way anymore, not anymore. Detached right now from reality. All I see is darkness surrounding me. Been feeling torn apart, but I can't be consumed by the dark. So I gotta leave my feelings on a shelf right now while I work for better wealth and pray for better health. Been drowning in my thoughts, distorted reality. All these evil thoughts distort my reality. I'ma sing away the pain and trying to kill the devil away. Yeah, a zoned out right now in a different world, in a cold world. So sorry if I cannot talk. I'm trying to make it out, but I can barely walk. I feel it lacking on over me like a hawk. The darkness, and yeah, it talks to me through the evil thoughts in my mind. Been feeling torn apart, but I can't be consumed by it all. So I gotta leave my feelings on a shelf right now while I work for better wealth and pray for better health. Been drowning in my thoughts, distorted reality. All these evil thoughts distort my reality. I'ma sing away the pain and trying to kill the devil away.
Fuck you and fuck all your friends. I don't like you, I don't want this shit. I said fuck you and fuck all your friends. Fuck you, yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you and fuck all your friends. I don't like you, I don't want this shit. I said fuck you and fuck all your friends. Fuck you, yeah, fuck you. You can't save us now, 'cause we're way
All right, guys. What happened? What did I miss here?
sound on rodeo now. I said fuck you and fuck all your friends. I don't like you, I don't want this shit. I said fuck you and fuck all your friends. Fuck you, yeah, fuck you. The way y'all bitches be talking like you want smoke. Come with me, I'll have you coughing till you fucking choke. Overdose, smoked out, but let me clarify. I'm not the one to sit around and try to rectify all of my actions. Yeah, I know I'm just an asshole. You try
What was I going to do? I have no idea. Did somebody?
I'm fucked up and insecure, I wear a mask though. All I wanted was a taste of all the better days. But now you got me smoking on this fucking lemon haze. Your lips are something that I'll never ever taste again.
Here we go. Connect. Oh. Fuck all your friends. Fuck you. Fuck you. Do, 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 do. Oh shit. Give me a fucking. Oh. That's the first time I've actually gotten a message in Snapchat in a long time. What? God damn it, dude. Ow. So like. Why? Well. Oh. I forgot what I was going to do. Hey, Streaky. How you doing, man? Yeah, there's Streaky.
It's okay not to be okay sometimes. When the love rains come, it'll be alright. 'Cause I hold your hand and win this fight together is better.
Streaky, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, now I can hear you.
I was muted for some reason. What up, man? How you doing?
Doing very good, man. I'm just trying to see what they're doing here on Discord, cause
Yeah, I was gonna. I know a few of us is already running with Cry.
Yeah.
I was watching the fucking Gun and Flashes with Cry, I think.
yeah.